This is Outsiders Arcana, and we are playing Dungeons and Dragons, specifically the Curse of Strahd. How is everybody this morning?
Curse of Strahd.
Magical.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
That's pretty
Very
neat.
good.
Wonderful.
You like?
Well, last time, you four were off on your own special journeys that pertain to your backstory that we may or may not get into via roleplay throughout the campaign. Each of you finding yourselves either through coincidence or being tricked by some shifty Vistani people that you came across. That is their name, by the way, the Vistani. Got trapped in this weird fog. And upon escaping from the fog, found yourself in a weird land known as Barovia. Very cloudy, very creepy. Fog, when you tried to go... Yeah, don't do that anymore. Trying, I believe it was a mist of moon eclipse. Attempted to go back through the fog just to see what happened and got choked up.
Yep,
Kind of
don't do that.
poisonous. So you are seemingly now trapped in this land. With only one apparent trail to go on, you followed it. Hearing the whimpers of a couple little kids outside of a house, decided to investigate. They told you there was a monster inside the house. They didn't want to go back in there. You decided to go check it out. And that house was funky. One of you almost fell because of a really strong animated armor. You freaked out a specter, which was really bad at hitting you guys, so you were able to get out of that without much damage. Eventually, you found the attic. You found the true ghosts of the little kids. They had perished, unfortunately. But they showed you where the secret door was to the dungeon, where the monster apparently lies. You all decided to head that direction, but it's been a long day. A lot of you are pretty tired and exhausted, so you decided maybe we should take a little rest up in this room before we head down there, because who knows? Could be dangers. Grim decided to collect the remains of the two children, because they didn't want to be left alone. So now you got dead child bones. 2 sets. So, you are all kind of chilling out in this area, I assume.
Yeah, we'll probably look around the room before we take a long rest, just to, make sure no ghosts pop out.
You are searching the room?
Just to make sure it's safe.
Okay. It's a dusty chamber. It's got old furniture. You see, like, that's what all... It's a bunch of furniture and mannequins, things like that, just draped with dusty sheets. That's what all these things are. It's just furniture and things with sheets on it.
Tons of sheets, not boulders.
Right. But that's not too much unless you wanted to actually look underneath all the sheets. It's basically all you see at first glance.
Maybe poke at a few mannequins, make sure they don't come alive or something.
You poke some of them?
Yeah, poke a couple of them.
Which one are you poking?
The closest one to me that just... They look like they deserve a good poking.
That mannequin's asking for it.
That D20 means nothing. All the mannequins are mannequins.
Okay, good. I was about-
Nothing happens.
5 of them come to life once you poke one. It's the one thing they hate, pokes.
If we are going to journey into the basement, and we're gonna take a long, hard rest before we do so, I don't think we should do it in here. It's far too dusty. I can barely breathe. There was some comfy beds just the floor below. Like, that's a much better place to take a long rest.
I can sleep anywhere.
You do you, and I'm just like wafting the dust out of my face. I go check this bedroom out. See how clean it is.
Which one are you checking out?
There's one down here.
Okay. Let's see what see if anything is described. Oh, it's a dust choked room. It's dusty.
Do I recall the Spectre room that we were in? Was that one? That one was very dusty, but the one with the tigers thing, that I don't recall that one being described as too dusty.
I mean, it's all got a little bit of dust on it. The attic area is definitely more dusty than some of the lower floors. But you'll recall you didn't find anything that was pristine. So you can try to find something less dusty, but there's going to be a little bit of dust everywhere.
I'm fine with a little bit of dust. I think I'll go down a level. I'll let everybody know that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to this like master bedroom looking thing. That sounds like a real good comfy place to hunker down for the night.
Okay.
And I'll ask
Grab-
anybody if they want to join me because it's a double.
I'll just sleep in the dead kid's bed. What?
Grim goes downstairs to the master bedroom. Rogar, the burly buff dragonborn, starts to sleep on a kid's bed.
I think I may join you in the bedroom.
Well, I will just stay outside the door, keep watch. Curl up in a little cat nap ball.
I've been up for like 2 days now. Don't wake me up. Somebody else take watch. I just start taking all my armor off and going to bed. Now, are these kids' bones still in this room? Or has Grim
No.
already taken them?
Grim took them before you guys left, and then we'll say you had a conversation before you went down the stairs. Be like, maybe we should rest.
Okay. I'm a weirdo taking kids' bones. I'm asleep now.
And I will say, you probably noticed, like he did it by himself, but he's also like holding this big sheet of something because you don't
Send
have
me
a
your
bag of holding or
bones.
anything. You can do
Imagine-
your best to kind of tie it to your bag, but you definitely noticeable. Got to.
I imagine I've got like a Huckleberry Finn like stick with the
It's a
Sure,
femur as the stick.
whistling as I walk around with it.
Got these bones.
All right, well, if I'm alone and everybody's hunkering down, I'm gonna talk to Mordok. So I pull out my sword. Mordok, I think you were correct. This is definitely the place that my gran went. It is super freaky. I've seen an animated suit of armor, some sort of specter. I checked for any sort of residue, but it left none behind. I'm currently carrying with me 2 children ghosts.
Make a religion check. The sword kind of hums a little bit, and it seems like there's a little bit of resistance. But Mordok's voice does push through finally after a couple seconds.
You say you found where Uriel went, and you have bones?
I think I found where she has went. It's definitely right up her alley. She loved things of the supernatural, and there's definitely something supernatural going on here. Also, I found these books on some sort of summoning ritual, and I just start reading some of the passages out to him.
As you read the passages, he just kind of scoffs. He's like,
Oh, those are utter bullshit. You can throw those in the garbage.
I
What-
see. And I just
Whatever
like
they were
toss the
trying
book.
to do, they were either really stupid or they were attempting to throw someone off. I would not worry about those. What sort of supernatural things are you seeing here? Do you know where you are?
The child ghost told me that it was called Barovia.
Barovia.
There's some sort of magical fog around us that is preventing us from leaving.
Very interesting indeed.
We
You and
are.
your grandmother have stumbled upon something extraordinary.
I don't want to freak you out, but I am in the company of a black cat.
What sort of black cat?
A large talking one. But do not
Is it-
worry. I interrogated her. She is not working with any witches.
Well, keep a close eye. They have sharp tongues, and the witches only teach them how to make them sharper.
Mhm. Yes. I also am in the company of a halfling and a dragonborn. They have
Do you think that they would hinder any of your purpose there?
I do not think so. It seems as though our paths have converged here. They have proven to be formidable allies.
Well, that's good. You might need that. Just be cautious. It's hard to
Yes.
trust people in places like that. And we need
Exactly.
to make sure we get you back. I have a hard time keeping an eye on you where you are. Luckily, you
Well-
have the sword.
You sent me here to find my grand. Do you have any other new things you wish me to accomplish while I am here?
I only know of Barovia a little. It's ran by a self-proclaimed Lord of Vampires. Kind of insulting, if you ask me. I don't know what's there, but I imagine something very interesting. Just keep your eyes open for anything powerful. And if there is any way to slay this pretender, well, that would be a plus.
Very well. I will keep documenting and I will check back in with you later.
Very well.
And then I tuck in for the night and I fold up kind of all weird like and lay down.
all right.
Yeah, I would like to now pray to my witch and tell them all about.
Oh,
Roll a religion check. Anybody else doing anything for bedtime? Jason, did you go with Grim or did you go with Rogar?
I'm in the kid's bedroom,
Okay.
but I would like to stick my head out to Mist. When you get tired of your watch, holler at me. I'll watch the rest of the night.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Missed. Roll a perception check.
Oh, I see
Ooh.
all.
Oh.
I can see through
Nice.
the walls.
Pretty uneventful. Because you rolled a nat 20, I'll say you just hear very, very faintly coming from that secret stairwell. Almost like a chant. It's very quiet, and it's only because you're listening so hard. There's definitely seems to be voices down those stairs in the dungeon.
Does it seem like a lot or a handful?
Hard to tell from this distance. It's just because of the nat 20 that I'm letting you hear it.
I'm gonna sneak closer to the secret doorway, just kind of like listen in this area, just so
Okay.
I'm a little closer.
Still hard to make out. You know, because you're way in the attic, that the dungeon is multiple floors down. But it's repetitive. And it's definitely a handful of people. A handful of voices, anyway. Just a chant. Ongoing.
Okay. I'll just kind of hang out here till I get tired before I go get Jason for my rest, but I'll just keep there listening to see if there's any change, and I'll pass that on to him too.
Yep. No change, and nothing happens during your watch. It's really all you make out.
Okay. I'll go wake Jason up. Jason! Jason!
I hear you.
I'm gonna sleep now if you don't mind, but just to let you know, there's a lot of chanting going on down that secret door area. They've just been chanting a lot. Nothing else.
Okay, I figure we'll check it out first thing in the morning.
Then I go to sleep, curl up in a ball.
And I'll stay just outside the door to the kid's bedroom.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check. You can't really make out the chanting, but cat ears, you know? Other than that, other than the random, just creepy cricks in the wood, doesn't sound like anything's coming after you. You don't see anything. Your watch goes by without incident. You all slowly wake up, now at level 2. Feeling a little bit stronger.
Question.
No.
Yeah.
Is there a way of indicating which spells I've prepared in Roll20? I'm not familiar with this. How do I do so?
I normally just mark it, the little circles.
Ah, the
Mark
little
them.
circles off to the left? Okay.
That's how I do it.
I will spend time doing that in the morning, preparing some spells.
Very well. Grim's preparing his spells.
As I probably wake up on the ground, because that kid's bed probably didn't hold me. I get up and put my armor on. Just, Thank you, Tiamat, for another beautiful day.
I'm gonna roll a strength check for the bed.
Just giving some early morning blessing to Tiamat.
That bed, it held.
Nice. Good kid's bed. I might take it with me.
That was straight up, like, full-blown solid oak bed frame. So you're thinking Tiamat for another beautiful day in the death house.
Yep.
Grim's preparing spells. Anything else you all want to do this fine morning before going down into the death dungeon?
Well, I guess I'll eat a ration. That's important.
Yeah.
Work one of those off. I only have 2. Be having a hard time here in a minute.
Alright. Well, if there's nothing else, you all reconvene back in this room of dusty sheets. Open up the secret door. Head down the stairs. What's the marching order?
Do I still hear that chanting?
I'd say, like, if you listen very closely, you can still kind of hear it. And the further down you'd get, it'll get a little bit louder.
I would like to place myself behind Rogar.
Okay.
Are we doing that whole sneaky thing again, or you just want me to go?
I mean, I did hear some chanting down there while you were sleeping. So, do we want to go in barreling, or do we want to get the drop on them?
Before I respond, I'd like to do. Oh, it's not gonna be great, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do an insight. Do I get the sense that whatever is here already knows that we're here?
With an 8, it's hard to tell. But, I mean, you haven't really raised any alarms. You also haven't tried hard to be very quiet. Things have reacted to your presence. You don't know whether or not those things have a way of communicating to what's downstairs.
I agree with the cat. I think we should proceed stealthily just for now.
There
You're not
is.
agreeing with me. I just gave 2 options.
Well, there's 4 stories of stairs we have to get down that look a little tight. Maybe we should sneak as much as we can. That's a long way to come barreling down if we want to fight somebody else.
Now this staircase looks like a tiny little spiral staircase. So
Tiny spiral staircase. Oh, sorry. Are you talking to me or are you role playing?
I'm talking to you.
Okay.
So if I walked was even just 10 feet ahead of the group, they couldn't see me because of that tight space it goes, right?
Right. Yeah, you'd
Okay.
be it'd be weird.
Okay. I was just making sure. Well, I can go a little bit ahead, not too far, just so I can kind of scope it out.
I'll give you all a minute, and then I'll come downstairs. I don't sneak.
I'm coming. All right.
I'm coming.
So, Mist will be first. And then
I'll go down after her. I'll give her
Jason.
a few paces before I come down.
All right. And then I assume, Grim, are you going to rush down with Rogar, or are you going to follow the sneaky?
I am going to stand behind Rogar as we go down here.
Okay. So, Mist and Jason roll stealth checks.
Oh, no. Hey, look, we both got 8s in our own special way.
These stairs are real weird. Like, they really should have put a watch your step sign. Like, the moment you guys start taking steps, you don't quite fall down. But you make a bunch of noise right off the bat, and you hear the echoes all the way down.
Can we hear it at the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that 5 steps in, so you saw
we heard it
both
from
stumble.
Yeah, before I even go any further, I'm like, so if you guys want to come with us now, you can.
We should
like
go down
stairs.
that Rogar. I don't think that the stealth
thing.
worked.
Alright,
but if we're
I'll go
just
first.
walking down, yeah, I'll let you go ahead.
Get out of my way. Play it on stealth. Never works.
I mean, these are just
now.
bad stairs. Sometimes even a cat's grace can't fix that.
I've never been sneaky once in my life. I've tried. Never
Oh,
works.
well, if you teach me to get big legs, I'll teach you how to have sneaky legs.
No.
Can I still get big legs?
No. Then I go.
Now it's Rogar, Grim, Mist, and Jason. All right. It's uncomfortable stairs. They're real tight, real spirally, and it takes a while just to get all the way down, down. But eventually you make it down.
While going down, is there any like cracks, light coming through in any sections? Like there may be doorways that are on any other floor, or does this seem like the only entrance?
This seems like make an investigation check.
Good at those.
Not bad. Yeah, you're keeping an eye out. You're kind of feeling along the edges as you're going down, and you don't notice any type of a secret latch or a hidden door or anything like that. It seems like this is the one way in.
Okie dokie. I hate these stairs. I'm too big for them. I'm just trying to find another way to where I don't have to walk them.
Nope. You annoyingly have to walk them, and it sucks too because your calves are still a little sore from the day before.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're on fire right now. Tomorrow's gonna be
So at
worse.
least-
It's always the second day.
Yeah, it is, and at least you're not going up, so that's one thing you're thankful for. But anyway, you all eventually make your way down, and now all of you can hear this weird, ghostly chanting. Here, this is an eerie, incessant chant echoing throughout the tunnel, the cavern down here. I'll move you guys over to the Death Dungeon.
Can I make out the language?
Roll something. A perception check. Not from here. You can't even you can't make out what it is. You can't even discern exactly what direction it is. You just hear it. It's not necessarily like angry. It's just a chant over and over.
Am I at a door, or is it like an archway?
You are at the end of a hallway. It's a tease. You got to the left and to the right.
Okay, I'm going to throw up a divine sense. See if I pick anything up. It's a long one. I get bad smells if there's like evil things. If there's really good things, I get heavenly music. 60 feet.
60 feet from where you... What the frick did I just do? 60 feet from where you are.
Okay, now I'm blind. The shadows got my face.
Dang, that's far.
Yeah. Then it also picks up on the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated. Just kind of like a big old angels and demons, undead detector.
You do sense a couple. Okay, so what is it? It's good, it's evil. Does it say anything about undead too?
Undead's on there. Celestial, fiend, or undead are the descriptions they give.
Yeah, so about 50 to 60 feet directly below you. I don't know. Can you see that when it's dark?
I can't see anything now.
I can see the ping if you zoom out.
You can see.
Oh,
you see
okay.
the ping.
Yeah, I see the ping.
Like down in here, you definitely sense some undead evil. And
Cool.
there might be another thing.
Well, my divine sense, while you're looking that up, to everybody else, I pull out like a massive pendant that has a dragon with multiple heads on it as I clutch it. Just kind of mumble in front of me. Where are they at, Tiamat? You see me start looking right down the hall.
You say Tiamat? Oh no.
I'll ready
This-
my
that's-
spear when I hear that.
That's all you'd see, and you know it's not very close to you, but it's within your sense.
Okay.
I'll reveal some of this so you can see it better.
Then that will
I'll
be
say
the direction we go. And I
Oh,
got
are we like in a little tunnel system now?
so far.
and this came across as noxious odor, meaning that it was evil, right?
Yeah, you
Okay.
got evil. You got that evil stank.
Do
Something
you
bad
just
this
smell
way.
it, or do all of us smell it? Out of curiosity.
I mean, with my divine sense, it's just me. Unless it just
Okay.
stinks down here.
Fair.
It's a little musty. You smell must.
Well, do we go towards the evil thing? I think
Yes.
that's what we came here for.
Yes.
Very well. I've gone my shield and get my sword at the ready.
I want to do a cool dagger spin out, which I can't do in real life because I'm very clumsy.
I will reveal these intersections as you're passing through them.
Good.
So you get to this intersection, to your right and to your left. You see what looks to be crypts.
Okay. I have 4 charges of that divine sense. I'll pop it up again to see if it draws me in either direction, or if I just need to keep going down.
You still only sense it down. These crypts are either dead or empty. Do you look at the crypts at all, or are you just sensing to see if this is what you're looking for?
I was sensing to see if there was anything that, might come up behind us, try and kill us here in a minute. Make sure we're killing stuff as we're moving instead of fighting in between things.
Yep, no, you still just sense the first one. A few presences in the same direction that you are heading. They have not seemed to move.
I would like to specifically keep my back to Mist and watch behind us as we move forward.
Curious, did the chanting stop once we, got 5 steps down the stairs and made all that noise?
No,
Oh, so is it still going?
it's still just in the background. You hear it.
It
You can't
hasn't got,
discern. You can't really discern where it's coming from yet.
like it hasn't got louder. It just still seems like it's there.
Right.
Okay, just making sure.
We can come back for these if
Well, I
you
will
want.
say it actually is getting a little bit louder in this direction. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Can I make out a language now?
You can try. You can roll another perception check.
Somebody's watching the new Dune movie.
Say, that's still really hard. Because you can't really understand what they're saying, so you can't tell if they're speaking common or if it's gibberish or if it's a different language. It's just not close enough yet to hear specific words.
If nobody else has anything, I will continue moving down the hall.
Lead the way.
Oh, sweet a table. I love those.
You walk into this area. It is seems like some sort of a dining area with a table. You see bones all over the ground. It's like humanoid bones. Little alcove to the south, which is to the right because this map is sideways.
Any big bones? Like a femur or something that's connected that I could hit somebody with.
Sure.
Sweet.
You probably find one. They're scattered all the way about. A couple skulls, a leg bone.
Oh, never
Weird.
mind. I'll take a skull.
Oh, okay. You got a skull.
I'm gonna hit somebody in the
Humanoid
face with that.
skull. That's good. Very good. Very good, Mist.
I'm sorry.
I was
help it.
thinking it. I just wasn't going to say it. So you can go left, you can go down, or you can... There's just a little alcove to the right, but it doesn't seem like it goes anywhere.
I'll look down this hallway that I'm in front of. At least I think it's a hallway.
Okay. You look down that direction. You can see, it looks like it goes to the right a little bit, and then looks like a little staircase might go down.
We got more stairs. One of you check the other hallway.
Is your Divine Sense still up?
No, it only lasts a little bit.
Okay.
I would have to, like, keep popping it over and over again.
Gotcha.
Till the end of my
Okay,
next turn, so 6 seconds.
Grim, you are checking out this way. It's like a hallway that kind of keeps going. Do you continue down? You look okay, so you're looking down this way. Looks like it can go to the right, straight, or to the left.
I just kind of peer down both directions, left and right, and see how long they
Pop your
go.
head up.
Yeah, I just want to see how far they go on.
You look to the right and see this. Look to the left and see this. And you see that this one pretty much turns automatically, just a little bit down. I will say, the moment you kind of pop your head into this little intersection area, you hear... First of all, you all hear that the chanting is noticeably getting louder. And then you hear the earth start to kind of crumble as a hand pops up out of the ground near your feet, Grim, and another set, and another set. 4 ghouls come crawling out the ground.
Not the ghouls.
Anything but the ghouls.
Let me get them.
These ghouls are
on
giving
out.
me the chilly willies.
And I would say, yeah, Rogar, this is kind of around the area where you sense some of that evil stuff.
I knew they were close.
You smelled that evil stank.
I mean, I'm gonna yell to the party as soon as anything starts happening.
Yeah, so this is happening. They're not real fast. They're crawling out. So you're like, oh god, okay, things are coming. Everyone.
Do I have any time to reposition while they're crawling out?
Yeah, I'll say if you want to scoot back, you can definitely do that. I'm gonna change the music. You all get where you want to be.
I'm going to sprint back and yell to the party.
You all have just a couple seconds to prepare yourselves as these ghouls come out the ground, and we will roll initiative.
Cool. Rogar needs coffee.
We'll just all hang around the doorway and get them one by one.
That's better. I need bad initiative to know I can roll to hit something.
I just rolled in double digits for the first time ever. I like this music.
What's going on here? Roll initiative. It's not doing what I want. There it goes. Well, whatever. Whichever one you choose, I don't really care. Three. And the fourth ghoul. That's hilarious.
Nice.
Started from the top and now I'm here at the bottom.
Shut up, Derek.
I will be right back.
Okay. These ghouls with the evil stank come out the ground. And Mist is up first.
I am going to hold my actions to stabby stab once I see him come through this doorway.
Okay.
End of turn.
Alright. You're coming into stabby stab. This ghoul's gonna and just start running towards the only one it can see, which is old Grimster. Gets up to there. Now you can take your held attacks, and because it's now in it's adjacent with a frenemy, you get sneak attack.
Alright, I'm going. Let's see. 17, does that hit?
And that hits.
Alright, I'm gonna give him one good stab. Just go for the jugular. Don't want to hear his ghoulish screams. And then for my bonus action, I'll just use my offhand dagger. So take that, 13. Go for the jugular. Wacha, wacha. Like to imagine it was kind of like going to like a Japanese restaurant.
Mhm.
You know, you see him doing the cool knives things. You're like, wacha, wacha. Making
Yeah.
the onion volcano.
That's what happens. It goes to smack down on Grim, and you just slice it up, and it does a good chunk of damage. It's bleeding a lot out of its neck. It's still up though, so it's still gonna attack the Grim. It's gonna try to bite you. 19.
That's a hit.
Did it roll critical damage? 'Cause I don't
Yeah, I
want
think
you to
so.
roll critical damage. What?
I think it did.
You just take one of the sevens off.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
so
did.
that's just 7 piercing damage, not 14.
Okay.
And doesn't say it gets a multi-attack, so I'm just gonna say it bites you and that's its turn. Grim, this thing just came out and bit you. You saw your cat maybe friend, stab it a couple times. What are you gonna do? Ghoul's up in your grill.
I am going to. I think I'm just going to attack it with my rapier.
A rapier attack?
Mm-hmm.
Roll it. Oh yeah. Kind of bites you in the arm a little bit, and you're just like, ah! Pull out your rapier and stab it, doing 6 damage. It's looking real hurt. It's still standing, but it is looking very bad. It's bleeding everywhere. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Oh, Jason. You see, in this one ghoul, you heard others, but everything's kind of bottlenecking right now. What do you
I'm
got?
gonna shift around to there, and I'm gonna hit him with my spear.
Okay. Roll attack with advantage since you are flanking. Oh yeah, that definitely hits. Describe how you murder this ghoul.
I'll just pop it right through the noggin on it.
Nice. So it's just hanging there on the tip of your spear until you decide to get him off of there.
I will shake him free of my spear and just wait right there to the left of the doorway.
Very good. He is no more. Move him out of my face. Anything else? We're just waiting right there, you said? That brings us to Rogar. You saw one ghoul pop through, get immediately destroyed. You hear more. They're coming.
I'll stand.
Stand right there. You're holding an attack.
Sure.
Okay. And with that, the rest of the ghoul boys with my lowest rolls ever are gonna come on through. Speed of 30. So, what? I got too many tabs open. So one pops up, Rogar. You were holding an attack, so if you'd like, you can take that.
Dan.
Unfortunately, that does not hit. Really crowded up in here, and you're just you didn't get enough momentum, so it doesn't really hurt it when it comes down on its shoulder there.
Just swinging a skull around.
Do you get
Oh,
flanking?
you were trying to hit with the skull?
Yep.
He doesn't get flanking from that angle. They'd have to be on the completely opposite side, and there's a wall there.
I see.
Okay. I'm gonna roll D4 and see who he wants. No, he tried to hit him, so he's gonna try to bite you, Rogar. We'll go with that.
Groovy.
You come in with the skull, and he sees the skull, backs up, just comes at you with the claws.
That hits.
All right. He recoils and just slashes out recklessly and gets across your neck a little bit for 7 points of slashing damage. That. Ooh, what do we got here? Ooh, I didn't read that. Make a Constitution saving throw, Rogar.
Okie dokie. 7.
So, as it slashes through you, you feel your body tense up, and you can't move. You're paralyzed for 1 minute.
Yippee!
But that is his turn. Now this ghoul is just gonna rush up and do nothing. Same with this one. They're lining in, but they are trapped. And that ends the ghoul's turn. We're back up to you, Mist of Moon Eclipse.
really trying to perfect my onion volcano technique.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep
Slice and
doing,
dice.
yeah, slice and dice, and just kind of really going for the jugulars. Really trying to make a clean volcano.
This is a good kill people exercise.
All right, so let's go for the first volcano slice. 23.
Definitely hits.
Nice, and I'll do my bonus offhand as well. Oh man, that was all really low. So 9.
Very good.
I'm
It's
thinking
not
too
nothing.
much. Thinking too much about my technique. I need
Yeah.
to just make it muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
Getting there.
Oh. Oh, Jason, I accidentally switched your health, I think. If I did, I apologize. No, I did that to the wrong damn ghoul. Too many ghouls on the dance floor. This one. Yes. Neat. Okay. They hit him a couple times. He's definitely taking the damage, but he's not very bad off. Does that end your turn?
That ends my 10.
Very well. Grim. You got another boy. You see 2 more behind him. They're trying to flood in on you.
Okay, I am going to curse the boy in front of me.
Mhm.
And then I am going to I'm gonna disengage. Get some distance here. And that'll be in turn.
All right. Oh, Jason.
I'll take a spear attack at the zombie just to my right.
Go for it. Ooh. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
19. He gone. Is it the same maneuver, or you do anything flashy?
I'll do the same thing, but when he falls, I'll step up on top of him and I'll expend a key point and do 2 unarmored or my unarmed attacks on the one behind him.
Nice. All right, let me get him off the map so that you may get in his place.
I gain life when he dies from my curse.
Do you gain the amount that he takes, or how does that work?
No, it's my warlock level plus my charisma mod, so I gain 5 HP.
Nice. So yeah, as you see Jason spear this dude right in the head, you just feel the life force go into you. You feel a little bit more reinvigorated. And Jason, you are taking 2 more attacks on this boy, you said?
Yes.
Get it.
Never mind. Let me I don't know why that didn't roll that. I guess they did. It's a 7 to hit on the first one and 23 to hit on the second one.
Okay. Yeah, so you come around the corner, just kind of shooting blindly because you moved real fast, and he just kind of he's wobbly. He's got wobbly dirt legs. So you missed him, but the second time you hit him straight on for 7 bludgeoning.
And with that, I'm going to take a step back from him. With my mobile feet, he doesn't get to hit me, and I'll just stand there waiting for him.
Nice. Not a bad round. Rogar, you feeling paralyzed, but you can roll. Yeah.
Oh no.
Dang it.
Yeah.
It's these tight corridors. Whenever Rogar gets outside, he's gonna eat everybody's face. You can't shrug off whatever poison these claws had on you, so you're still stuck in place. That ends your turn. Ghoul boy, seeing that you came up after him, he's gonna try to He's gonna try to hit you with the claws now, Jason. Jesus.
Ooh.
Yeah, that slightly hits.
That's 10 slashing damage on you, and make a Constitution saving throw. You shrug off whatever effect is inside them dirty fingernails, but that slash across your chest really smarted.
I'm looking pretty jacked up.
Okay. That ends Ghoul's turn. Last Ghoul. He can't get through. He's stuck. And we're back to the top. Mr. Moon Eclipse.
How's
Another
the
one
guy?
came in. He slashed up your boy real hard.
How's he looking? The ghouly guy.
He's not very bad, but you do see where he got punched real hard in the sternum.
Okay, cool. Volcano number 3. Third time's a charm.
All right. Spicing it up.
Oh, I don't get advantage.
You don't get advantage, but you'll still get sneak attack if you hit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you do not hit with that.
All right.
He's getting cocky. He's juking you.
I will. Man, I should probably disengage. Oh man, how do you play rogues? What would a rogue do? I'm a distance spider, guys.
Steal something from him and run away.
I'm gonna steal his leg bone connected to his foot bone and run.
Everything with disadvantage for a minute. I'm just kidding.
I am going to try to keep him there, so I will do offhand.
Okay. That does hit.
3!
That does hit. So you miss once and then you just right in the kidney. Just one real quick knife jab. No. He didn't like that. He's still not terrible. Well, he's getting close to looking pretty rough. But he's still up. He's still swinging.
And that is my turn that I already regret not moving away.
Okay. Grim.
I'm
See,
going.
for some reason, Rogar is all like trying to shrug off. He can't move. Jason just got sliced up real hard. But there's only 2 more.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna cast False Life on myself to gain some HP. Oh, maxed it. So
Nice.
I gain 8 temporary HP,
Nice.
and that will be my turn.
Alright, so Grim just heals himself up just a little bit more, getting ready for more things. Jason, you're in a lot of pain.
I'm gonna hit this guy right in front of me with my spear again.
Alright. That does hit. Ooh, nice. So close. He looks terrible, but he is still up. You stab him like straight through the chest, but it was just like off center, so mostly went through the shoulder. So he's still just like sitting there trying to claw at you, but he's looking real bad.
I'll pull my spear out and I'm gonna have to back away from him.
Okay.
And that'll be it for me.
Oh my god, no! Rogar, these dirty fingernails really don't agree with your immune system. And you are still just paralyzed. These dirty, dank fingernails. That is the end of your turn.
Need to get you the lucky feet.
Yeah, I was looking for some sort of loophole. I feel bad that Rogar doesn't ever get to fight. Alright. Oh boy. So, this ghoul is actually gonna scoot up a bit to let his buddy can come through. But he is going to hit you, Mist, for stabbing him. He's gonna try to bite you.
Okay. Ha!
9.
Quick like a cat.
He's bleeding out so hard that he tries to bite you and nothing happens. It's
I feel like
embarrassing.
I used my tail as a distraction to blind him. And then
Sure.
it was somewhere else.
That's what happened. But as you did that, it alerted this one to your presence. So he comes in, he's gonna try to bite you too.
My tail blinded me.
What?
Oh,
Ugh.
oh, I
Oh.
look like mostly a red cat now. Lots of blood.
So you did a sweet move to distract this one, and then as you finish like spinning, you just see teeth and just right into your neck for 12 points of piercing damage. He got you.
Do I have
But
to
that's
make
the
a
end of.
Constitution saving throw?
Not for the bite, only for the
Okay.
claws.
Okay.
So he just bit you real hard.
Ugh.
That's the end of his turn. Now it's you. Back to you.
Okay, so the first one's looking pretty bad, but the other one's pretty fresh, right?
It's not been hit at all. The other one, if it stubs its toe, it dies.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the one in the back then. I will. Okay, so since Rogar's even though he is paralyzed, but since he's within the creature's range, do I still get sneak attack?
I don't know what the rule on that is. I feel like you
Um,
would.
Let me put it up. Like I said, like I was telling you last night, the second paragraph's always kind of weird to me. It just says within 5 feet.
It says that if the enemy isn't incapacitated. Paralyzed doesn't necessarily mean incapacitated, though, does it?
Don't think so.
Mm,
I'm not sure
okay.
though. Kind of up to you.
I'm gonna say, go for it. These creatures aren't very intelligent. They're undead boys.
Okay,
So
I
you'll
will.
get your sneak attack.
Okay, cool. So I will go for this one to my left. Come on. All right,
Definitely
5. And I will
5.
use my bonus action to disengage and
Okay.
run away to this corner.
Good
Because
call.
there's so much room in here.
Nice. So, yeah, you get him real good in the ribs, and he feels it, and then you run off. That is the end of your turn. Grim. These guys are packing a punch, but you're slowly getting them killed. What you got?
I am feeling froggy, so I'm going to run up, leap up onto this table with my rapier, and jab out at this boy here.
Okay. The one right in between. You'll get advantage on that
Okay.
since you are flanking.
But,
Easy enough. He had 1 HP.
all right.
What do you do? What do you do to end this one?
I want to just do like a flourish with my rapier, like kind of like Zoro-esque type deal.
Just like carve off his facial features real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
You just see you do a G, and his nose falls off, and he bleeds out, and he's dead.
Can I do a performance to really like ham it up on this?
You definitely can.
Okay. All right, I can live with that.
It doesn't look bad. It's not a good looking G, but the wrist movement and the death, top notch.
I'm really just looking for the reactions of my new party members. See if they looking to see if they were impressed, if they're like, ooh.
This is really funny because you do look around, you see Rogar shaking in anger but can't move. You see Jason like with his spear holding his chest, and Mist is over there looking bad too. So you're like, you can't tell. They seem like they got their own problems. But that set in your turn.
Yep, in turn.
All right, Jason, you got one more left.
I'm gonna run over to this corner here, and pushing off the wall behind me, I'm gonna strike him with my spear.
All right, go for it. Definitely hits. 7. Cool.
Then
Too
I'll use
bad.
my unarmed
Ish.
attack. I'll use my unarmed attack to kick him off the point of my spear.
Cool. Ooh, yeah. All right. He's still breathing, but he looks bad. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay. Hey, you shake off the paralyze. Finally. But that is the end of your turn.
Whoa.
Jesus. Sorry, guys. The ghoul's gonna try to bite you, Rogar. Sees that you're moving around, he gets real scared. I'm not gonna do claws because if you get paralyzed again, I'm just gonna feel bad.
Oh.
No, tries to bite you. But you've been ready to move for a few seconds now, and you do so. He misses. It's the end of his turn. Missed.
Okie dokie, I will run up here. And let's go for our volcano technique. And
That misses.
nope, disengage back to my corner.
All right. He goes to bite for Rogar. He misses. He comes back. You show up, and he just like flails and just like kind of blocks your knife from making contact. And you're like, oh, run away. Grim, back to you.
All right. See here.
He's not looking good.
I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast on this boy. And I want to, like, the somatic part I want to do with the flourish of my sword.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that. That's a D. Let's see here. How do I roll my spell attack? Is there a button for that, or do I just roll and have to manually calculate it on Roll20?
You should be able to just click on the spell. And
Mine lost its clickable with the last update, so you can't click on
Oh,
the
really?
spell attack.
So I have to manually calculate it. So it's just a dry roll plus my spell attack bonus.
I mean, if you just
Then?
click on Eldritch Blast, it should roll it for you.
Yeah, it's not. Alright. Well, I'll just roll
Oh,
it.
it's because you typed it in, I bet.
Hmm. Oof. Yeah, so that's gonna be 8.
yeah, being such close range, it's hard to. You don't really get. Yeah, just goes right past his head. You reach out and he kind of like lunges forward at you, so it just shoots off right past his head, towards the
Okay.
wall.
That's a what's that? That's an action. So that's in turn for me.
Okay. Jason.
I'm gonna hit this last guy with my spear again.
All right. Definitely hits. Roll that damage. How do you want to do this?
I'll hit him square in the center of the chest, and as he's falling, I'll just let go so my spear is sticking there in the air.
Nice. He is no more. Everything goes back to being a little bit more quiet. You still hear the chanting off in the background, but combat is over.
Oh, I
feel
see
like-
where I can. I found where I can change it to a damage roll.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like hot doo doo.
Yeah, if we could rest just a minute. Those guys packed a punch.
I'm gonna drink one of my healing potions
All right.
real quick. So that's 2d4 plus 2. Okay, I got 8 back. I'll take that. And I'm gonna roll one of my hit dice if we're gonna take like a little short rest. Is that right?
Are you all agreeing to take a short rest? About an hour?
Sounds good.
All right. I'll just kind of sit down, move some bones out of the way for a nice place to sit, and take a little rest.
Exactly what I needed was 4 more. Just gonna sit in the corner while I'm resting, comb the blood out of my hair.
I'll retrieve my spear and sit in another corner.
How long did you say the short rest is?
About an hour.
Okay.
Rogar, how are you feeling?
Same as normal.
Alright, good chat. Just making sure.
So, you all finish your short rest? What do you do from here?
I'll take a quick second. Is there anything of value on the ghouls we fought?
Make an investigation check. Kind of just goopy, nasty clothes. Double checking the notes to make sure they don't have any actual fancy things that you need. Doesn't look like it. Nothing of much use here on these ghouls unless you just want to take more skulls for bludgeoning weapons.
No, I'll leave all that goop there.
I'll use another charge of Divine Sense if we don't know where to go. See if I pick up anything else. And make sure that that was what I was sensing before.
Yeah. Just need to double check the specifics of something to make sure I'm not giving you wrong information.
Did you want to look that through again?
Thank you.
Yeah, I won't sense anything that's behind total cover, so probably
Okay.
won't pick up on a whole lot in this room.
I would say there's sort of something going on over here. Stanky. A little bit evil. It's new. You didn't pick up on it before. These ghouls were what you sensed at the beginning. This seems like it's a little bit farther away. Doesn't seem as active as the ghouls, though, if that makes sense.
There's something else that way, and I kind of just point towards the corner in the wall. Or we have the
Well,
stairs behind us.
Let's clear. Let's do as we've been doing and clear this floor.
begin heading that way.
Alright.
I'll
What?
follow behind him.
I want to just kind of, as I'm following them, I want to cast False Life again as an at will.
Okay. Cool, cool.
Oh,
Nice.
max again. Hell yeah.
Alright, so you come down and you see this big old room. This room is fastened with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the walls. A wide alcove in the south wall contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak, his pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right hand, he holds a smoky gray crystal orb. The room has exits in the west and north halls. Chanting can be heard coming from the west.
Is the west down?
Yeah, it's just
West is down.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, wait. Yes.
Oh, good ogre.
Did you say that was a statue?
It's a
Or is-
statue.
Okay.
These people really like wolves.
And fireplaces.
I'm not a big fan of the wolves, but I like a good fireplace.
Is the black cloak carved out of the stone, or is it like an actual black cloak that's just draped over the statue?
The cloak itself, I believe, is part of the statue.
Just carved out of it.
Yeah.
I'll do an Arcana check on this orb. Does it look like it's illuminated, or that it's like a different material than the statue, or is it just like a stone depiction of an orb?
The orb is separate from the statue. It's something that was placed into the hand of the statue. It's hard to tell with this thing. You haven't seen anything quite like this one before. It's hard to tell if this thing actually is magical or if it's a fancy looking orb. Looks like it could be worth some money because of the material, but as far as magic, it's hard to tell.
Does the statue person look like anybody that was like in a painting or anything like that from the house? Is it a familiar person at all?
I cannot remember if we seen this person in a painting in the first session, because my memory's bad.
I think we saw a family painting for
Yeah,
sure.
we've seen families
like the whole
and people.
family.
It's not from the family.
Okay.
This seems like
This is a separate person.
a more intimidating person. Some sort of a shrine, it kind of looks like.
Are the skeletons that are chained up, like, is there anything about them? Like, are they doing anything specific, or are they just kind of like around? Like, they're not all like pointing at something or in some weird pose.
No,
Right.
they're all shackled up like they were prisoners or something, and that maybe they just died there.
Everyone, this orb, it seems separate from the statue. I cannot tell if it's magical or not, but I wish to take it to further study it, so in case it's trapped, maybe we should all prepare for something to happen.
I mean, do you want me to take a look? See if I see any triggers?
Oh, definitely. If you have that capability, go for it. In fact, if you would like to snatch it from the statue's hand for me, I would very much appreciate it.
I will take a look around. Do I see anything that looks like it would trigger a trap or statue coming to
Mm,
life?
Make a perception check. You don't notice anything. You look around the statue, trying hard not to touch anything. You don't see any wires or switches. You don't see any runes that you can make out.
Okay, I'm gonna try to judge the weight of that orb. I got 100 ball bearings on me. See if I can get like a little baggie of ball bearers and Indiana Jones this.
Okay. Um, so are you just straight up gonna try to snatch or place ball bearings in the
Yeah,
hands?
yes.
Do a sleight of hand check.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Yeah.
You all watch as Mist pulls out this sack of ball bearings and kind of puts it up next to the orb. Kind of like, yeah, that's probably right. Gets the little fingers ready and then just so smooth. Smoothest thing you've ever seen in your life. All of a sudden, the orb is in her hand and the bag of ball bearings is in the hand of the statue.
How many ball bearings was that on estimate? Just curious. Weight wise. Sorry. I want to keep track of my ball bearing. God, know how many balls I got.
I don't even know how big the crystal is, if I'm being honest with you, because it doesn't give the measurements. I was assuming it was the size of a baseball. So
Metal's gonna be more dense, maybe like
50,
maximum of. Oh, that's a lot. Are they? How big are the
25?
ball
How big?
bearings?
Yeah, exactly. How big are the ball
They,
bearings? I'm assuming they're like this.
How big are ball bearings? Hold on.
This
Let's
is
look at
important
the
stuff.
almighty Google. Oh, it even has a 5e option.
I'm
Like
like,
Dungeons and Dragons, we need realism here.
okay,
How-
so you know marbles, right? And then you know like the shooter marbles. I'm imagining like shooter marble size, because
Okay,
and if
so
it,
a bag of 1,000 ball bearings for 1 gold weighs 2 pounds.
oh
Oh,
They're very small.
yeah, then they're really small.
uh, 25, 20.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Can you math for me?
I have a headache.
Perfect. Okay.
However, the moment you pick up that orb, these shadowy figures appear around the statue. Whatever trap you investigated for doesn't, you didn't pick up on any type of supernatural traps, or, what have you. So these boys. Rogard, did I just move you off the map on accident?
I'm still
No, you're
there.
What are those tokens? They look like thumbs with arms.
They're shadows, dude.
Okay.
Shadow
Nondescript
thumb.
shadow people.
Some funky looking shadow tokens.
Let me, I could do,
I would say probably where Rogar is where I was standing, just because I was next to the statue. If we want to rearrange ourselves a little.
oh, okay. Rogar, you were standing on a shadow. That's why I thought I moved you. So
Ah.
five 5 shadows pop up, and you all can place yourselves where you think you'd actually be in this situation as Mist was funking with the statue.
Doubt I'm on a shadow.
So they all just appear. I don't like where they're placed anyway. Around the statue, like so. So, Mist, you would be right in front of it. In a very bad place.
Yep. Yep, 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 yep.
Yeah. They all show up and without word lunge in at you. Everyone, roll initiative. Let me clear this.
Oops.
Sorry,
Already.
I should have said that first. Roll initiative, and I'll fix yours, Cody, if it's different. You had 2216, so I'll fix that.
Oh my gosh, I rolled the same.
Nice. Get some better music up in here.
Gonna send these shadows back to the shadow realm.
Hey. Yeah.
Uga, you were paralyzed with fear in that last battle.
Yep, probably roll 1 and be unconscious again. Don't mind me.
I hope not.
Good luck, guys. I'm just gonna take a nap right over here.
Roll 20's dice are real fun sometimes.
Mm.
Okay.
Want to state running away is okay.
You're not allowed to run. You run, you hit a trip mine. I'm just kidding. You can definitely run if you need to. All right. So, in this brief instance that you are... what the hell am I trying to say? You did good. You did good, and you think you did good. Admiring your accomplishment. That's what I was trying to say. All of a sudden, these shadows are just surrounding you, and you're just like, okay. Grim, fortunately, you suspected some foul play with a weird statue in a death dungeon, so you're on high alert. You see these shadows pop up around the witchy cat. What do? The turn is yours.
Alright, I am going to do Green Flame Blade. Let's see. Oh, and I gotta convert this to an attack too. Let's see here, so I'll have to calculate it manually until I fix that.
Already all the time. Which one are you hitting?
I'm gonna hit this one right here.
Okay. For 16, that definitely hits.
And then, let's see, what's my damage here? 1d8? Nope, that's higher level. Okay, so it just does fire damage to another enemy, so it's just my standard rapier attack then.
So you are pumping in this magic into your rapier? Is that how it works?
Yeah, it requires a melee weapon, and I'm using my rapier.
Okay, so you pull out your rapier, do a little ditty, and all of a sudden, like, green flame is engulfing the blade?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'll
so
go
the
with
green.
your original roll, the 16. That's fine.
Okay.
So 8 piercing. So is it just 8 fire damage then? Or is it
It's
8 piercing plus something? What does it say?
spellcasting and ability mod. So it would be 3 fire damage to, I guess, this one. Fire would leap off my rapier and go to an adjacent enemy within 5 feet.
Okay, so just 3 fire on that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the fire shoots off your blade and it hits him, but it seems like it's not doing as much damage as you'd hoped.
Okay. And I have another ability, Flames of Plagueis. When I do fire spells, it does a little bit of extra. I don't know if that'll make a difference, but
What does that do?
I can cause flames to wreath around me until the end of my next turn. The flames don't harm me. Here, I'll spit it out. While the flames are present, any creature within 5 feet of me that hits me with a melee attack takes fire damage.
Okay. You can do that if you choose. I will say, seeing what the shadow did, you have a feeling that it's resistant to fire. That maybe
The fire was ineffective.
It
Okay.
was effective, just not as effective. It still took damage, just not as much.
Gotcha. Alright, and that's in turn.
All right. Who next? This guy down here. Seeing this cat that took the beloved crystal out of the beloved statue's beloved hand is going to reach out to you, Mist of Moon Eclipse, and do what's called a Strength Drain. And luckily, there's no shadow on the opposite side of you, so it's not rolling at advantage here. So 9 to hit.
Nope. Nope.
All
nope,
right.
Nope.
This thing reaches out to you creepily like to try to do something to you, and you dodge out of the way of the shadowy hands. It's the end of its turn. This sucks. Up here to your top, Mist is going to do the exact same thing with advantage because you are surrounded.
Yup.
14?
Oh, that's my AC.
Ah, barely hit you. Alright, so that's 6 necrotic damage. I gotta roll a d4. Your strength goes down by 3. What's your strength at now?
5, so I got a -3 because I was
Okay.
at 8.
As this shadow does make contact with you, you feel weak. And when it pulls away, it remains. It's called Strength Drain. Drains your strength. That's the end of its turn. Mist, you're in a tight spot. You just got
Yeah.
your strength is zapped out of you. What you got? What you gonna do?
I, for my action, would like to try to put the orb back. I'm just gonna not just put it back and see if they all go back in. Take my ball bearings back.
You do that?
Yep, I'm gonna. That's my action. I got a bonus too, but that's for my action. See if they all go.
You stumped me here.
Oh, merciful DM.
All I'm hearing is Hagrid saying, I should not have done that.
It doesn't say anything about them leaving if you touch it. It doesn't work.
Worth a try. Worth a try. I am going to disengage and run over here.
I will say this. You put it back, and they look less hostile, but they're not going anywhere.
When I see they're a little less hostile, I'm like, apologies, and just run behind Jason.
Alright. They stare at you as you leave. You don't know if they're gonna let you leave or what. Is that your turn? That's the end of your turn?
Oh, yeah.
Jason, you see these shadows pop up. Two of them attack your friend, doing something to her. You couldn't really tell, but she looks like she's moving a little bit slower. Now they're just kind of looming around this statue, looking at all of you defensively.
So I'm going to stand or walk over to Rhaegar and then step away from him, seeing if this shadow is going to attack me when I leave his area.
Doesn't seem to react. It gets a little bit from, like, if you can see a shadow gear up for a fight, and then it just kind of eases up as you walk away.
I will hold my attack in case any of them come after Mist.
Okay.
And that'll be it for me.
Rogar. See these shadows.
Hello, shadows, dude. Tired of my improvised weapons. I'm gonna throw the skull on the ground. I'm gonna gear up and release my breath weapon, which is a 15-foot cone, so it should hit all of them.
Yeah, it does.
They need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Right.
A bunch of ice and snow comes flying out of my mouth. DC's 12. 8 plus con is 2. Proficiency is 2. So 12.
Oh, that's not what I meant to press. What's going on here? Con save.
Initiative.
Six. 4. 4. 16.
That one will take half.
And 12.
That one will take
Just
half.
save. Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
Just 2d6 cold. 7.
Okay.
So 3 on the halves.
So, you release this damage, and the ones that don't save, kind of like how you noticed with Grimm's fire sword. They're taking it, but it seems like they're resisting it anyways, even the ones that didn't save.
Groovy.
So it seems like they are also resistant to cold damage.
Well, I'm gonna get my big old maul out. And for my bonus action, say, let's do this. And cast Divine Favor on my maul. And it starts glowing with radiant energy.
Ooh, radiant energy, very nice. Okay, so half of 3, what would that just be? 1?
Yeah. So, the ones that failed will take 3, the ones that succeeded will take 1.
Oh god, I I did that all wrong. It's okay.
If they're resistant to it. If they're immune, they don't take anything.
No, it's just resistant.
Okay.
So they're getting a little bit. Oh, what? It's not saving my stuff. Save that. What the hell's the matter with you? Apologies. Fast math. 5 shadow boys. No, damn it, that's not what I said. Okay. Resistant to cold, you do your thing. Let's do this. You got that radiant sword. That's the end of your turn, right?
Yep.
Very nice. Well, this one down here to the right of Grim is going to float around Grim, staying in your melee. And he's going to attack the Dragonborn who shot ice out of his mouth. He's going to reach out for you to try to do a strength drain. 20 to hit. Alex. That is 12 necrotic damage to you.
Sweet.
And your strength goes down by 1.
Heal.
That's the end of its turn. This boy over here. Is going to take a step forward and go after the one that shot fire at its friend over here. So, Grim, this is a strength drain attack towards you.
Okay.
13?
That's a miss.
Alright, you juke out of the way before those shadowy fingers touch your face, unscathed. And then the one that you hit right above you is gonna do the same thing to you again, Grim.
Okay.
20 to hit.
That's probably gonna hit me. Let me see if I can negate that. Yeah, I'm gonna use shield
Okay.
to negate that.
And that'll get you above a 20?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. These shadowy hands come at you and you just arcane shield it up and it just bounces off your shield. No effect. You are good.
Yay, shield.
It's a good spell. Back to the top. Grim. The shadows are converging.
Okay, so when I did my green flame braid, did it seem like the actual rapier damage, like it did something, but it was the fire that leaped off to an adjacent one? That the fire wasn't effective, but the actual melee damage was?
Ooh, sorry, I missed that. So, what was the rapier damage? 8?
I think it was 8.
You noticed it was also the same as the fire. It seemed like it was resistant. Not immune, but resistant.
Okay,
That guy
so
actually has a little bit more damage on him. There you go.
then I am going to try.
Actually, no, your sword is magical. So your rapier damage would do full.
Okay, so that was effective.
Your
Then-
sword was, it was the fire that wasn't effective. It seems like maybe the magical sword is still okay.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead. I'll take note of that, and I'm just going to try Eldritch Blast. See if I got this set up right this time. Hey.
For Eldritch Blast, Trey, I believe if a ranged attack is at close range, it's a disadvantage, or is that just for like bows and arrows and stuff?
It's at disadvantage. Also for spells too.
For spells too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In that case, can I
Just keep
just
that-
do a melee attack instead?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to do the rapier instead, you can.
Okay. Then, yeah, we'll just do that instead if I'm going to get disadvantage. And I'll attack the original one that I attacked.
Okay. A 10 unfortunately misses. You see its shadowy form kind of skirt around your blade.
Okay.
No effect.
In turn.
Alright, this shadow down here. Gonna start converging in, seeing that there's a couple people that are still throwing things at him. It is going to try to do another strength drain on you, Grim. This time with advantage because it's now flanking you. $23.
That's definitely gonna get me.
Does the shield stay up until the beginning of your next turn? I forget.
Let me see here.
I think it's until end of
your-
next turn.
Yeah.
So it'd be down either way.
It'd be down now.
Yeah, until the start of my next turn. Yeah, so.
Okay. Yeah. So that is 11 necrotic damage on the strength drain. And your strength goes down. Not by that much. Nope. By 2.
Okay.
That is the end of that shadow's turn. This other shadow up in the top right corner is going to join the party and move around here to try to do a strength drain on Rogar.
Jason has a held attack, doesn't he?
Are you holding attack, Jason? That's right.
Thought if it was just if they came for me.
What were you holding your attack for, Jason?
Well, if they were going to come after her, but I said within range. So whichever way you'd like.
I'll say that. Because at this point you notice that, okay, well, my other two guys aren't getting attacked, so if they come in, I'll get them. Yeah, if you think that Jason would attack right now, you can go ahead. 19 for 8 piercing damage. Now, your spear, just a normal two-handed spear at this point, right? It's not magical in any way?
No, it's just a regular spear.
Okay. So you get into him for a little bit of damage, not as much as you were hoping for, but it does do something. So you did that. Now he is going to reach out for Rogar, continuing his movement to strength drain the big boy. 19.
Yep. I'm out.
It's 12 necrotic. You are unconscious. It pulls your strength out your body. That's the end of his turn. Missed.
I would like to try to persuade the shadows. Be like, this was a misunderstanding. Your orb is lovely. I'm so sorry. If you could just go back, we'll leave it alone.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. I was hoping it'd be normal.
Nope. People are still attacking him.
Okay.
You can't tell if these faceless shadows are ignoring you or if they don't understand you or what, but it doesn't seem like they're changing their demeanor. They're not coming after you.
Okay. Well, I can't just leave my friends, so I will use my offhand attack to get this one right in front of Jason.
Alright,
Just kind of stab around the corner.
go for it. That does hit. However, you notice that the stabby damage doesn't stab as hard as you hoped it'd stab. But
Yep,
it's still
I
stabbed.
I figured. Okay, that's end of my turn.
Okay, Jason. Saw
I'm
it.
gonna have to get back into it.
Yeah.
I will make my attack at the one between Grim and myself.
Okay. Do that advantage. Very nice. 6 piercing. Reduced to 3
I will
for the
also
resistance. It's
burn a
just
key point and
Okay.
attack the one between us again,
Okay.
twice more.
You do notice that after that stab, this one specifically, this is one that Grim's been working on a while, and it's flickering, so it looks like it might be dissipating. 15 does hit. And as you go in and punch this shadow, it disappears. It is gone. Seems as though these things can be killed.
I'll just make that last unarmed attack at the creature to my left then.
Okay. Definitely hits. 5. Reduced to 2. Very well. Is that in your turn?
Yes, it does.
Alright. 1 death save. Success, whatever you say. I don't know. I'm not the one that normally has to say that stuff. That's good. Rogar's hanging in there. Shadow down below Rogar, between Rogar and Grim, is going to go for Grim. Going to do a strength chain with advantage on you, good sir. 22?
That's a hit.
Alright. 7 necrotic damage. Are you still up?
Barely.
Alright. Your strength drops down by 3 more. As these shadowy hands just keep draining your strength with every hit. And that's the end of its turn.
Yeah.
Now we got the one that Jason just hit is going to turn around to Jason, seeing that Jason has re-entered the fray, and try to drain Jason's strength. Normal roll, because you are not flanked. That's 21 damage. Necrotic?
I'm down.
You are down. Damn it. Okay. This shadow turns to you after you punch it and just smothers you with its shadow and pulls your strength out and you fall unconscious. And it just sits there. Grim, it's back to you.
Good. I am
Rogar
going.
goes down.
I'm going to pull out a Hail Mary because, based on my assessment here, as many attacks as it's taken to take down one single enemy, they've got the advantage. So, I'm going to grab the bag of children bones and say, "Help us, children, as I am helping you." And I'm just gonna throw the bag of children bones down in front of me.
Okay.
Ghost children to the rescue.
Okay.
Hopefully.
You're a
Make
horrible
pers-
person.
Go-
Make a persuasion
Those kids,
check.
I choose you.
You don't know if they didn't hear you or if they're scared kids that don't want to fight scary shadow beasts. Don't seem like it's working.
Okay, if that doesn't work,
If you'd like, you can roll a general insight check. I'll allow you to do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to insight into this for guidance. Ugh.
I mean, you notice that it didn't attack Mist after she ran away. They didn't mess with Jason until Jason started attacking again. Do with that what you will.
Okay. I'm just going to. Let's see. Rogar, he's at 1. He's up, but just barely holding on. Are they both
he's
unconscious?
down. They're unconscious. Rogar just made one of his death saves.
Okay. Can I see Mist, or is she around the corner?
You might be able to get a small glimpse of her. She reached around and stabbed that shadow.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Mist, don't attack these shadows. I think they are reacting to us. And I'm just gonna look around at the shadows and sheathe my rapier. And just kind of hold my hands up as such.
Okay.
And in turn.
All right. The one directly to your right. When you sheath the your weapon, it doesn't move, but it doesn't attack.
Okay.
It's the end of its turn. Now this one at the top left. We're gonna see what it does, because it did get stabbed. It does nothing. Little stab from the kitty person didn't rile it up. Seeing this Grim put the sword away might have calmed it down. Mist. 2 of your friends are lying on the ground from these shadows. Grim put his sword away, and now these shadows seem to maybe be calming down.
Okay. Going to slowly walk over to Jason. Go through his stuff, see if he has a potion in there, and feed him a potion.
Should have a potion in there.
And then I will move towards Rogar to get him next, since I have a feeling that's probably my whole turn there.
Yeah, that'd be an action in your movement to do that.
So
roll 2d4 plus 2 for Jason's HP.
So you get 8 back.
Jason, you awake to the sight of Mist feeding you a health potion, and you're still... It still took out some of your strength, though. I don't think I rolled that when you went down. Your strength is still -3, but you are awake with 8 HP. And you've moved over to Rogar. Rogar, make another death saving throw.
Be Jason's turn.
Did I skip somebody? I'm sorry. Jason, yeah, I'm sorry. You awake with 8 HP. You're a little weak, but you're awake. And it seems as though the shadows have stopped. Grim's not fighting. Mist isn't fighting. What do you do?
I'll crawl over to Rogar and feed him my last health potion.
Nice. 2d4 plus 2. And Rogar, you awake to the sight of Jason feeding you a potion. Feeling very weak.
Oh, we can't hear you, Nick.
Stop fighting them. If we just leave them be, they're not going to attack us.
Is that the end of your turn, Jason?
Yep.
All right. Rogar, you've come to consciousness. You've got 5 HP. Jason tells you to leave these shadows alone. What do?
Guess I'm gonna stand here since everybody's blocking me in. It's my turn.
All right. Okay. These other 2 shadows stand idly by. Since no one has done anything hostile, they are standing there. And they eventually start to... See, it's these 2. So yeah, this one will kind of scoot back closer to the statue. This one will follow suit. Just hover back towards the statue. We're back up to Grim. Are we planning on... Anyone planning on attacking these things any further, or are we gonna let this one go?
I picked the orb up again.
Screw you! We'll die in this chamber. No, I'm gonna slowly and very carefully back up and try to go through this exit. I don't have the strength to really help anybody up or help move them out of here.
So Grim, you kind of move on towards that. If you peek down, you can see... Kind of goes around the corner and you see a door.
I go to the door and open it.
Hold on. What area is that? You are there. I'm so sorry. You go to touch the door,
God.
and you're stuck to it. And that door's a mimic. You see teeth. You see teeth come out near the near the doorknob, and it tries to bite you. I'm gonna add this mimic to the initiative round. We'll just say that right now you're stuck to it and you see teeth on this door.
Okay.
Let me get this mimic on the map. This is a bad place, y'all. Okay. So you're stuck to this toothy door, but the shadows aren't following you.
Yeah, I just lower my head. It seems I chose the wrong way out.
Let me do something. Okay. Now the mimic is part of the party. Shadow up here just floats towards the statue. Same thing with the statue, or the shadow. The shadows are done. They're just hanging out by the statue now, just blocking you from getting the orb. Mist, you see these shadows go away. You see Grim go down around this corner, and immediately is just like, I chose the wrong exit. What do you do?
I was gonna say fucking witches. I mean, the shadows aren't reacting to Grim. They're just like, whatever, his problem now. We're not gonna help the mimic.
The shadows seem to only care about this statue.
Okay. I do have a short bow on me.
Okay.
So I can try to run down here. And can I try to hit like over like Grim's shoulder to the mimic?
You can. I'll say it might still be a disadvantage though because you're still kind of in close quarters.
Okay. Or I will try to do that. I do get sneak attack since at least he's there.
Yeah.
And I will try to shoot it to make it at least like hurt it enough to release Grim.
Oh,
13.
13, 13.
That does hit.
After I hit, I will disengage. To leave some room here in the doorway. Or I guess when I disengage, I'll just walk away.
6 damage. This mimic is made out of some solid oak. It took the 6 damage, but it's a hardy door. It's a hardy door mimic. Might take a while.
Good luck, witch!
Oh boy. Jason, now you've seen the shadows are cooling off, and now you've got another problem on your hands. Something's got your friend Grim trapped down there. You see Mist run down and shoot something, and then run around the corner again. What do you do?
Can I go and try to pull him off the door or out of the door's clutches?
Sure. I'll say you can either... I'll say that you can... Yeah, you can go ahead and try to do that. Just do a... I'll say, Grim, you're also probably actively trying to pull yourself free. So, Jason, you can make a strength check with advantage.
Don't forget, we got the minus from the shadows.
It's true. I don't remember what you guys are at either. Okay. Yeah. Easy enough. Grim, you're over here trying to get your hand free off of this door that's about to bite you. Jason comes around and grabs you, and you both just pull, kick off the wall, and come back. Both of you against the wall, not quite in range of the mimic. It doesn't seem to be moving.
Then I will open the way out of the hallway to get out of that horrible situation.
Okay. Rogar, you hear some commotion going on down here, and you see Jason come out and Grim kind of pull back from something around the corner.
I'll use lay on hands for 8 points of healing to me.
Okay.
That's it for me.
The mimic no longer has anybody in on its body, so it can't bite anyone. So it's just gonna stand there and growl at you like the mouth of Sauron. That's its turn. The shadows are doing nothing. At this point, it's up to you if you guys want to try to kill this mimic or if you want to try to find another way around. But as long as it seems as though if you don't mess with that statue, you can walk around this room all you want.
Yeah, I'm running the hell out of here. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a dash and go back to this room to recover.
Alright. So we'll be out of combat now. We'll say you guys barely made it out.
I guess like while we're out of if we're out of combat, can I like real quick, the shadows are in there, and be like, hey, I'm pretty sure that mimic wants the orb, so you might want to go get him. We'll leave it alone, but I think he wants it. Can I try to persuade the shadows to go kill the mimic for us?
It's not gonna work even if I make you roll. They're not listening to you. Their one purpose is this statue.
I go pick up the orb to make them listen to. No kidding.
I do pick up the child bones as I flee.
Okay. Good to know. So you're all retreating to rest up a little bit. We'll take a break right there after these handful of really hard combats. I'll take 5-10 minutes, go to the restroom, get some coffee refills, and think about how we're gonna get out of this death dungeon alive.
How long are we gonna take a break for?
5-10?
10?
5 to 10, something like that.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
So
uh,
1:30, 1:30 at the latest. We'll say we'll round up. We'll be back. Like and subscribe, and I hope you all are enjoying the Death Dungeon.
This is
Maybe
sponsored by Nick's Chips.
Nick's Chips. Like and subscribe for Nick Chips. I'll see you in a bit, Internet. I love you. Hello, welcome back, Internet. Down in the Death Dungeon, our protagonists are going through a hell of a time. They've encountered ghouls, shadows, and a mimic. Real hard. They retreated from the mimic. They are able to walk freely among the shadows now as long as they don't touch that statue. And they've decided to take a little bit of a breather. This music is too intense for the scenario. So, retreating out of the room of the shadows, the four of you are sitting, feeling very weak. What would you wish to do?
How long have we been down here? Like, after we woke up for a long rest, came down the dumb stairs.
You could be pushing the 3 hour mark because you did take a short rest for an hour. So it's been a few. It's been close. Slowly going through these. It's not a major space down here, but you are taking your time. So I'd say it's probably getting to be about midday or late morning.
Okay. I'm gonna drink a potion if we're not resting, which we just took a rest, so.
You totally could take another short rest if you wanted to.
Do we want a back-to-back short rest, or?
You'll be able to get your strength back if you take another short rest.
As our health potions are running low.
Yeah, I only have one left. I mean, do we want to continue fighting down here, or do we just want to, like, I don't know what the big bads were looking for. Grimkin,
Alright, I'm
I
eating this fig Newton. Were you talking directly to me, or were you talking to addressing the party?
just addressing the party.
Hmm. I think if we are to continue down here, we must tread very softly.
Rogar, what do you think?
I don't know what else we'd be doing.
Okay. Jason?
I think we've came down here for a purpose and we haven't done it yet. So yeah, I think we should keep going.
Very well.
I saw you threw down. Is that the bones of the children earlier?
Yes, I brought them with me. I thought that maybe they could come in use. They didn't seem to like to be here in this building, so
Could,
I thought maybe we could bury them outside when we finish killing this monster.
oh, that's very nice. Do you think you could summon them again and maybe see if they know more about down here than we do?
Possibly. I'll try. I'm also going to roll a hit die there. Be actually, I just use all my hit die up.
So during the short rest, your strength will go back up to normal as well.
Okay.
To my
And
-1. All right.
got 5. I'm gonna cast False Life again for the temporary HP. All right, I am going to. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the bag of bones out, and I guess try to coax the children out.
It doesn't take much. You're not surrounded by danger right now, and they're aware of their surroundings. So, yeah, Rose and Thorn appear, just kind of like they've been with you the whole time, just kind of sitting around. Place is creepy.
You wouldn't happen to know where this monster is, so we can avoid all of this nonsense?
They didn't. They didn't really let us go down here. I'm pretty sure there's another staircase somewhere that leads farther down, but I'm not sure where it is. I just knew how to get here.
Hmm. I look to Mist. Is there anything you would like to ask the children?
You there's been other people who've come to try to do this same task, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I've shown other people the door.
about how many?
Dozens.
Oh, that's comforting.
There's a lot of people that come here.
You asked us to come into this house originally. Do you remember?
No, me and my brother never leave our room.
Ah, so there's someone betraying you, pulling people into this house.
I guess that would that would make sense. Otherwise, who would come into this place?
Do you know how long you've been dead for?
She thinks for a while. Uh, Months, years? I don't really know.
Man, troll and real estate people aren't doing their jobs here in this town, apparently. All right.
Well, don't you worry. We are going to kill your monster and take you out of this hellish place.
Okay, thank you for bringing us.
Afterwards, would you like your bones buried anywhere in particular?
Oh. Um, I think that there was some sort of a family crypt that they would bury people. My grandpa. I don't know. I think it's down here or out back. I don't know where it is.
Where do
No,
you
it's not
want
out back.
to be buried?
Never really thought about that.
On a
Be nice
hill
to
with the
be buried
sun?
with my family.
All right.
Isn't it your family that did this to you?
Well, they were protecting us from the monster. And I assume they died and couldn't save us.
Hmm, I see. Well, we'll summon you after we slay the monster. We'll go from there.
Okay.
It's bedtime now, children. And I just
Oh,
bag the bones up.
good night.
Shall we continue on?
Uh, we probably should not go through the mimic door.
We do not want to go down that path. We have two staircases. The corridor we have yet to explore.
So these two. Is that right?
I will defer to Rogar.
Rogar starts walking down these stairs over here.
Okay. You step out to see all that. There's stairs that go down to your left and a hallway to your right. It looks like it connects to kind of where you came from.
Okay. Keep wandering down.
Okay. As you do, you see more stairs.
All stairs. And it just kind of like descends into darkness. It looks like it goes down into something
Descends
else.
down. Looks like a 20-foot long staircase. And you can all hear now the chants. The ghostly chants are even louder. They're definitely coming from this staircase. So it seems as though you might have found your way down without, while avoiding any more encounters.
Do I can
Evidently.
I make out any words this time? No, it's a little bit louder.
Make a perception check. It's just louder. Still hard. It's just, it seems like it's super far away.
Can I follow my passive of 11?
Kind of the same.
Same thing. Can't make.
It's
I
just
can't
super
make
hard.
out like one clear word, or is it the
You
language is discernible?
you
Indiscernible.
you can make out. You can't really make out what they're saying, so it's hard to tell. But it doesn't seem like gibberish. It might be common.
Okay.
Probably common.
Yeah,
But
I'll
it's
just
still kind of hard to hear.
I'll keep my ears open because I want to discern whether this chant is anything to do with what I read in that summoning ritual book that I discarded.
Okay.
Continue on.
All right. So you all go down the stairs. That'll bring you down here. So Rogar is first down. Who's following Rogar?
I was right behind him.
Still the same marching order as before?
Yeah, and I'm behind
Yeah.
Grim.
I'm keeping an eye on things behind us.
Very well. So you all make your way down the stairs. You get to another staircase. It goes down a little bit, about 5 feet, which opens up to this big old room. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. This big old room. As you guys get to the bottom of the stairs, you can now hear the chants clearly. It's just saying over and over again, "He is the ancient. He is the land. He is the ancient. He is the land." Over and over again.
Is that like word for word what I found in that book?
What you mostly found in that book, you're talking about the
The
summoning
ritual.
spells?
Yeah, it was like some sort of dark summoning ritual book by, I think you said the priests of something, Osibus or something.
You might have found something similar to this, but based on your conversation with Mordok, it seems like whatever they were writing down was just kind of useless. Either they were getting the spells wrong or didn't know what they were doing.
But what I'm hearing, it's what that was in that book, or is this
Not not
totally
exactly.
different?
This is kind of different.
Okay. I guess Arcana check to see if sense anything from this chanting. or even anything in this room.
In this room, as you guys walk into the room, you do see a bunch of niches with stuff in them. Uh, these little things have little things on them. Everyone has something different on it. Um, from where you are, the Arcana check's not really picking up anything. Whatever's in these little niches are physical items. But you can feel free to walk in if you'd like. And you can definitely see what's in each of them if you take the time to walk around and look.
Is the chanting like coming from one of these two corridors? Like, is it audible,
It
echoing?
is mostly from this one. It's louder over here.
I just look to the party and point down the path.
Kind of
Noise.
observe some of these little niche areas. Like, is there anything like of value in any of them, or just like random trinkets and crap, or
It's
like
mostly
they?
random. I won't make you roll because it's clearly on display.
Okay.
Like in one of them, you see a small mummified yellow hand with sharp claws on a loop of rope. Another one has a knife carved from what looks to be bone. A dagger with a rat's skull set into the pommel. Nothing, nothing very valuable. Looks like it's just a bunch of makeshift relics, if you will. A lot of culty stuff going on down here. I can read
Okay.
the entire list if you'd like.
No, I was just curious if there's anything that looked better than like my weapons that I had.
No, no, if you tried to use anything for a weapon, it'd probably break, or it's rusted.
Okay.
You see a severed finger in one of them.
Neat, neat, neat. Okay, yeah, then that's all I care about.
Alright. So there's nothing else. You want to take a look down that hall?
Nope.
You see it ramps down into some water and you see a little kind of an iron gate. Three three iron
Bars?
rods. Yeah, bars. It's kind of blocking you from getting into the room. But then if you were to go in, it'd be about 2 feet of water.
I am going to hand one of my crowbars to Rogar. Rogar, I have a spare crowbar. Treat this as a gift from me to you. And also, if you wouldn't mind using those large muscles of yours, would you like to try to pry these bars open so that we can get through?
Do the bars look like they could be bent or moved?
Are you going down to take a good look at it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll walk in there.
Yeah, it's
Rogar's crowbars.
you don't know if you could use you might be able to use the crowbar, but it looks like the 3 bars kind of go into holes in the ground. Like they maybe are able to be lifted up by some sort of mechanism, but you think that you could probably lift one up. Be hard.
Why
The
don't we
crowbar might
just...
give you a little bit more of a grip, get you started maybe.
Why don't we just see if there's another way in?
Very well. Either way, the crowbar is yours. Lugging that thing around.
Okay. So what the hell? Don't do that. I don't want that. I don't know, I just revealed a random square for no reason. It's fine. So you guys get out of the water. You're gonna go down the other path.
I...
The
Start to walk down. It curves around the corner. Place yourselves where you like to be. This looks like some sort of a prison. You see a bunch of cells just lining the walls.
I'll use my last charge of Divine Sense. See if I pick up anything in this corridor here.
Nothing of any undead or evil or fiend, any of that stuff.
Good. Walk on through.
All right. You walk through, you're looking in the cells, you just see, shackled skeletons, things of that nature. At the very end, you do see hanging on the back wall of the cell as a human skeleton clad in tattered black robe. And on its hand, you do see a gold ring on one of its fingers.
I'll take a look at it. Does it match the robes that we found all in those closets upstairs?
It does, actually. Some sort of culty looking black robe that you did see in the house, in the closet.
And then I'll kind of just grab the hand that the ring's on and just break the whole hand off and take that with me.
Okay. You now have a skeletal hand with a gold ring worth 25 gold pieces.
Ooh. But nothing stands out. No weak-looking walls, no doorways or anything. Just cells.
You take the time to look through each cell. Make a perception check. Hmm. You take a look. Nothing. You don't spot anything. Nothing more than that little skeleton and some random bones and shackles. Nothing's catching your eye. You're kind of just doing a quick once over. I'd say if anybody wants to aid Rogar in searching for a secret door, you're more
Yeah,
than welcome to.
I can help him with that.
And based on where that big room was with the water and where you are now, you know that on the south wall of the prison, the other side of that is the room. You don't know if there's a secret door, but if there was one, you'd know at least what side to look on.
Okay. You want perception? Is that right?
Yes.
Maybe I clicked it. Give it a second. There it goes.
Hey, there you go. So you and Rogar together, Rogar is doing a couple once-overs, and you each stop in this cell here. Nope. Give me the right button. In this cell over here, in the middle. And, you do see the walls a little bit weaker in the very middle.
Look like it's a door or just like a weak wall?
You go to kind of reach out, and it seems like the clay is thin, and it kind of breaks away with a little bit of resistance to reveal a door.
Oh. Think we found our door. You would
Ladies
like-
first.
Oh, yeah, of course. Coward. I gotta push the door a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little nudge.
It opens. It's not locked or anything. I mean, it makes a little bit of a sound just because it's a really old door, but nothing triggers, no traps or anything. And as you step through, oh no, I think I hit the wrong button. It's gonna start blinding stuff. We don't want that. Reveal, not hide, you dick. this big old room. The chanting stops as you peer into this 40-foot square room. The smooth masonry walls provide excellent acoustics. Featureless stone pillars support the ceiling, and a breach in the west wall leads to a dark cave heaped with refuse. Murky water covers most of the floor. Stairs lead up to dry stone ledges that hug the walls. In the middle of the room, more stairs rise to form an octagonal dais. I don't know how to pronounce that word. D-A-I-S.
You got it.
Amadeus, Amadeus,
Dais.
Amadeus. Sorry.
An octagonal dais that also rises above the water. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling directly above a stone altar mounted on the dais. The altar is carved with hideous depictions of grasping ghouls and is stained with dried blood. You do also notice, kind of over here where those bars were, you see a little spinny wooden wheel thing. That may or may not open up those iron bars, if you had to guess.
Hmm.
But that's the room, and the chanting has stopped. What do you do from here?
How steep is the drop off from the platform to the water? Like, that distance? I see there's
The
stairs that go
ledges.
into it.
5 feet.
5-foot drop? Okay.
A 5 foot drop. About 3 feet from the water. The water is only like 2 feet deep.
Just out of curiosity, because probably would know this, would water be just like 2 feet of water be considered difficult terrain if you like ran through it? Just
I would
imagine like
say,
when you're like trying to like run through like a river or like the ocean, you're like, ugh.
yeah, it would be.
Okay.
I'm walking down shit pile side, so.
All right.
I want to try to go get this door open in case we need to run out.
All right, so you start spinning the wheel.
I start spinning the wheel because that seems like a great idea, touching things.
As you spin the wheel, the bars go up, and the gate is open.
Gonna leave that open.
Bogar, you are paralyzed.
As the wheel is spun, Rogar is down and dying.
That shit smells real bad. You're at 0.
Nah.
Yeah, you guys are just kind of going around. She's opened up the gate, made a big, loud, echoing noise.
Yeah, I'm basically like standing in the doorway, rapier and shield drawn. I'm just looking at everybody and watching them as they're doing all this.
The most eerie thing about it is that you've been hearing these chants for hours now, and the moment you walked into this room, they ceased. It is dead quiet. The only thing you can hear are your own footsteps, a little bit of like running water.
What was the chant again? Like, he is something, he is land.
It was,
Take notes.
he is the ancient, he is the land.
Hello, ancient. Are you part of the land in here?
Are you part of the land in here? Here. You don't hear any response.
What's going on with this shit pile over here?
Going on with the shit pile?
Yeah.
Make a nature check with that shit pile. Looks like a bunch of goop. You see twigs, leaves, swamp. It just looks like a tiny little swampy thing in the middle of this weird room of water. What are the rest of you doing? Nothing's going on in this room. It's unnerving.
You said there was like an altar, like this is like an altar or something? What is this right here?
Yep, it's an altar. There's chains dangling from the ceiling to the altar. There's dried blood on the altar, what appears to be dried blood.
I'm gonna throw a ball bearing at it.
The altar?
Yep.
Roll attack.
What I roll for a ball bearing?
Roll a d20 plus your dex. Ting. That's not how a splash sounds. It tings off the altar, bounces off into the water, and it makes a little splash.
This
This is a weird water.
some
It's
sewage
weird
water.
dude. It's weird water, dude. It's death house water.
What do you see on the altar? I'm still standing in the doorway.
I'm confused on
But it
why
doesn't do
nobody's
anything.
going up to this, so I'm gonna go up to it.
Okay, and you start walking up to it as Mist has thrown this ball bearing. What do you see on the altar? And Rogar, you climb the steps to the top of this dais. The chanting rises once more as 13 dark apparitions appear on the ledges overlooking the room. Each one resembles a black-robed figure holding a torch, but the torch's fire is black and seems to draw light into it, where you'd expect to see faces or voids. And they chant, "One must die! One must die!" over and over.
What, this altar that's up here, what's it made out of? Like, what is it?
It's like a stone slab. And you see, blood stains. Let's see. You can make a religion or an insight check if you'd like.
Oh.
Looking around, you're listening to a bunch of these weird ghostly things chant, "One must die." You're at this altar with dried blood, and you think that they want you to kill one of the people. Someone must be sacrificed right now.
I'm gonna get out my hammer, and if I understand what this altar looks like, I'm gonna smash right through that shit. Just break their little altar up here.
Roll for an attack on the altar. Definitely hits. Roll damage.
Hey, I can hit inanimate objects.
7? Alright. It's stone, but you definitely come down on it with a hard bash, and it cracks. Doesn't crack in half, it doesn't, crumble, but you did a lot of damage to that altar. The chanting gets louder, but they don't react. What are the rest of you doing about this? You just over and over, "One must die! One must die!" And you all hear this.
Commune with Mordock.
You're
Mordock.
trying to talk to Mordock?
Yeah, I just pull my rapier close. Mordock. This is Grim. Come in.
Is your Arcana the same as your religion?
It is. Yep.
Okay, so that'd be the same roll.
What is it, Sebastian?
We have found some sort of sacrificial cult chamber. Came down here to slay some sort of monster, but I don't see anything. They just keep saying, "One must die" over and over again. Do you have any Do you have any insights? They also said something about he is the ancient, he is the land.
Well, if these are some sort of cultists that perhaps worship the vampire of that land, they could be speaking of him. There were a lot of people that tried to please him in ways that he did not accept. As far as any cult that I've ever heard of, they probably want one of you to die.
Well, that would not work. Would not.
Yeah, I would find another way out. Well, I don't know if it can be destroyed. I don't know enough about where you are, unfortunately.
Very well. Thank you, my lord.
Jason, you walk up to the dais as well? Dais?
Yeah, I didn't walk all the way to the top, but just the first step or so.
All right, so there's that. It gets louder. It gets louder as Jason, you walk up there as if they're starting to be a little bit more demanding. Grim, did you have anything else to do after your conversation?
Nope.
Okay. And Mist, are you just freaking out over there in the corner?
I kind of have a plan that's really dumb. So, Grim's over there trying to assess the situation. Maybe I can, like, take my tail and pretend my tail is choking me and be like, "Oh no, the witch is choking me with my own tail. I'm dying." And see if that subdues them a little bit.
Roll a performance check.
Oh, yes.
Would it be deception? There is a deception roll.
Yeah.
Or being deceptive.
Sure.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. And for a moment, Grim, you're worried about Mist over there, like fucking witches.
Yeah, I hear the word witch. I'm gonna go ahead and run over.
Just getting closer.
The apparitions don't seem to respond, though. They're more focused on what's going on in the center of the room.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my sword drawn. I'm running up to you, miss. What is it?
Just gonna go, shh, play along. Ah!
Rogan and Jason, you hear this? Oh, sorry, go ahead, Grim.
I assume I just see her tail around her neck.
Yeah.
Is this like?
It looks like Mist is choking herself out with her own tail.
Okay. I confusedly, I'm going to just squint and walk off.
As this is happening, Jason and Rogar, you hear this chanting, and now you hear Mist crying how she's being killed by some witch. What do you do? One must die. One must die.
Still trying to break this altar.
Okay, roll another attack. It's an altar. And I'll say after your first hit, it doesn't take much to finish the job. So you smack down on the altar and it breaks in half. And the chanting changes. Now, instead of hearing one must die, you hear, Lorgoth the Decayer, we awaken thee. Lorgoth the Decayer, we awaken thee. The chant rouses the shambling mound down here, Rogar, where you tried to discern what it was. Didn't roll quite high enough.
That sounds promising.
Yeah. So this mess of refuse and leaves and swampy material starts to rise from this hole. Seems as you breaking the altar was defying what these crazy cultists wanted you to do. They didn't like
fuck
it.
them.
Ooh, that's a nice looking token.
So you see this old thingamabobs pull up. Let me see if I can actually show you what this thing looks like. Show to players. Show to everyone. Can you guys see the shambling mound?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you see. This weird swamp thing looking viney, nasty mess of a thing. And with that, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Nice rolls, everyone.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, good stuff. Let me get back to my normal screen. Oh boy. Cool. So, Lorgarth the Decayer, or whatever, we awaken thee. This thing rises up from the hole. It looks mean. Jason, you see it. What do you do?
I'm gonna run up to this bush pile and hit it with my spear.
Nice. Roll and attack. Definitely hits. 5 piercing damage. And unlike the shadows, it takes it.
I'm gonna make a unarmed attack for my bonus action.
12 misses. You go to punch at it and it's kind of thick. It doesn't seem to, I don't know if you didn't punch hard enough or you just hit a real solid wooden area of this weird thing, but no damage.
All right, then I'm gonna dart away from him.
Okay. And your
That's
mobile
it for
feat
me.
always negates opportunity attacks, is that correct?
If I make a melee attack against the creature.
Nice. That ends your turn. Grim, you saw Jason come up and do a little bit of thing to this shambling mound. It is your turn.
Okay. How low is these chains that are dangling down where the altar was? Where are they like gonna reach up to them, or are they kind of high up in the air?
I want to say they might be a little too high. Let me double check for you. They're about 8 feet off the ground, so you could probably jump and grab one, but they're kind of
Okay.
high.
And a jump uses how much movement?
Oh,
Would it just use a single square movement?
I would say so, if you're just jumping straight up.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I want to jump up and grab one of the chains. And then I would like to Eldritch Blast with my rapier. I'm kind of want to do some advanced movement here, if you'll allow it. I'm hoping that the force from the blast will kind of swing the chain, and maybe it will get me within range where I can let go and get on some high ground here, or get back to the high ground.
Okay.
We can
There'll be some rolls involved, but
Yeah.
I'll allow it if it works. So
Okay,
you run up to jump and grab the chain first.
Okay.
I'd say that's not too hard. You can run and grab a chain. Hanging on after you blast is going to be the hard part. So
Okay.
you run and grab it.
So I guess I'll do the blast, and then we'll make a roll to see if I don't just fall on my ass in the water.
Yeah. So roll the Eldritch Blast to see if you can hit the creature.
Oof.
You shoot and you got a little carried away with the jump and you just weren't aiming right, so it just goes to the left a little bit. But the power does swing you back. So now make an athletics check to see if you can hang on to the chain long enough to make it back by mist.
Okay. Oh, thank God. But not very skilled in athletics.
That'll do it. That was not bad. It's not very graceful, but you do manage to kind of, and then just like hold still, and now you're on the edge.
Okay.
Farther
Then
away from the monster.
let me see if I have a range on my war. I want to Hexblade curse it if it's within range. Let's see here.
You are 40 feet
away. Can I say that I started out with a Hexblade curse because I would have been in range on the ground?
I'll allow that.
I'll take a mental note.
It's been a stressful dungeon, so it's fine.
Next time around, punish me for it if I miss it.
Sure.
Alright, so it's cursed and I'm up there. That's in turn.
Very good. Rogar. This stupid thing that you checked out came to life, and what are you gonna do?
I hate this place. I'm gonna cast Wrathful Smite on my maul, so it starts glowing black, and I'm just gonna go fight this thing. I'm tired of this. Bonus action is Wrathful Smite.
Okay.
So my attack. 7.
Damn it. This thing is weird and shifty. You kind of hit it, but you don't hit it hard enough to do any damage.
Sweet, that's it.
All right. What does that thing do that you cast on it? Did we find out when you do damage?
Yeah, it's on there for a minute.
Okay.
I got 10 rounds of that on there until I hit.
Boosh. I got faith. You're gonna hit this thing, dude.
I'll hit something eventually, dude.
This is a much larger room. We're not in a hallway now.
Yeah, no, this is a slightly better situation for you guys. Mist of Moon Eclipse, your turn. You see this nasty pile of swamp thing come out. Grim did a sweet move. Didn't hit it, but still did a sweet move. What you got?
All right, I'm going to run up to this altar. That's as far as I can really get. And quick question. So for offhand, it's just for melee. I can't use it for like a bow or anything like that either, right?
I don't think so, because that's too...
I don't think so either.
Because then you have to like
can't be like
do it
pull
and
then like
whip
catch
it.
it and then whip it. Yeah. Okay, I figured. All right, I am going to pull out my bow at least, and since he's up against it, I can use sneak attack, and I shall shoot.
Get it.
Come on. Ugh, 10. I'm gonna guess no.
No good. It goes and kind of just bounces off of one of its hard weeds.
One of its hard weeds. Watch out for them
No
hard
damage.
weeds. That's what we tell all of our children. Watch out for hard weeds. All boys think about. All right. That's the end of my
Sorry,
turn.
Marcia.
I don't know anymore. I don't know.
All right, that's the end of your turn. Now it is the Shambling Mound's turn. Seeing this intimidating, handsome, but angry the Dragonborn try to hit it with its hammer. It's gonna do a multi-attack on you. A slam! 2 slams coming your way. 16? Does 16 hit you,
I
Rogar?
think that's
That
a
misses.
no.
Nice. It tries to juke up at you, and you just barely get out of its way. It is going to try to get you one more time, however.
That
23.
hits.
All right. And then as he circles back around, he knocks you upside the side for 11 bludgeoning damage.
Eat.
And that's a good thing. Because... yeah, you don't want him to hit you twice. That's all I'm going to say. That's the end of its turn.
If I could get some of these natural 20s to do anything but my saves and hit inanimate objects, it'd be great.
Where'd that music go? What's going on here? Apologies. DJ is over here messing around. Go back with that. That ends the Shambling Mound's turn. It got a little bit out of you. Jason, back to you.
I'm gonna run back up to it and hit it again.
Okay. $21. Nice. Yep, that hits for sure. 11 piercing damage. Not bad. Go and stab into this guy's stupid face. Let me do that. Okay.
I'll go ahead and spend a key point to do 2 unarmed attack against it again.
2 of them, you're doing a flurry of blows?
Yeah.
Nice. 19 hits. Yeah. $15 just hits. Another 7. Cool. You are punching bagging this boy.
I'm gonna step back a couple squares,
Very good.
and that'll be it for me.
Still looking spry, but you are definitely doing damage to it. Grim, it is now your go.
Okay. Going to move up, and I'm gonna go for another Eldritch Blast.
Hmm.
Okay.
Damn. 10 does not make it. It's being very shifty with these long range attacks. Constantly gooping around like a flubber. And the Eldritch Blast goes past its form. No effect.
Okay.
Anything else for you?
No, I don't think so. Nope.
Alright. Rogar, back to you. This thing slammed you real hard.
Well, I gotta roll over a 10 to hit it, so... not gonna happen. Attack it again.
Hey! You're about to smack it, dude!
Finally hit something.
You bring them all down for 10 bludgeoning damage. Very nice.
And 4 psychic damage.
Hold on now. Oh yeah, he takes that psychic.
And it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, buddy. Getting nasty now. Wisdom save, huh?
13.
Does not succeed.
It is frightened of me as I turn into a big shade of a black dragon. It's frightened until my spell ends in the next 9 rounds. It can use its
Nice.
action to make a wisdom check to try and get out of it, but it has to use an action.
So it has to choose to be unafraid or run or hit you at disadvantage.
Yeah.
He's stuck in this hole, so he's out of options. We'll see what happens. What's this thing's intelligence? It's not great. All right, good round.
All from
So,
me.
so when you turn into this big black dragon, is that just for the shambling mound to see, or does everybody see this?
It's just the shambling mound since it's in its
Okay.
head.
Gotcha. Right on. Good stuff. Mist of Moon Eclipse, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna.
You see
go-
this thing looking a little scared now all of a sudden, if you can discern that from a shambling mound. Looks a little shaky.
Nice, nice. I'll get just a little closer and to get a clean shot, and I will use my bow again. I really want to aim for that like little part that almost looks like a face.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's where the weak spot is.
Could be. Who's to say? But
Who
go
knows? Just like in video games, sometimes you gotta find the weak spot in the monster.
Mhm.
All right, come on. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. 14?
for it. Just misses.
Ah!
Quick, use your luck point.
I know, right? I'm so used to having characters with black pipes.
It was so close this time.
So
This
close.
thing is a shifty pile of grass. Got anything else?
You know what? As my dumb bonus with my offhand, I'm gonna throw one ball bearing at its face and hope it goes down its mouth and chokes.
Roll an attack.
I don't. Oh wait, where is it?
It hits.
And let's hope he chokes on it.
You throw the ball bearing into this mound of grime, and it just disappears. And hopefully, it's going down the wrong tube, but you do not know.
Okay, that's what I got.
Shambling Mound is scared of Rogar and cannot move. So, this thing in a panic is just gonna keep attacking you, but it will do so at disadvantage because it is scared.
Figured as much.
Did you just describe it? I want you to roll it, you dingus. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Don't mind me. Sometimes you're dumb. 12
Oh.
and 10.
Oh.
Both slams. You can tell this shambling mound is holding back because it doesn't really want to get close to you, but it's trapped in the corner and it's dumb and it doesn't know what to do. So that's its turn. Back up to the top. I do believe that'd be Jason Halfdane. Quick hands.
I'm gonna run up and hit it with my spear again.
Get him. Oh yeah, 20 hits. 9 piercing. Okay. He takes it.
I'll make an unarmed attack and I'm gonna kick at it.
I'll kick him. 21. Oh yeah, hot dice. And another 7 bludgeoning into what you would perceive as his twiggy ribs.
Nice. Then I'll hop back a couple steps again. And that would be it for me.
Twiggy ribs.
Yeah, definitely taking damage. Still, other than looking scared, still up. This thing is a big bag of hit points. I believe that brings us to Grim.
I'm gonna get this Eldritch Blast to work.
Just shake up that earth a little bit. 19! Yeah! That'll hit him. 11 force damage. Boosh.
And I think it gets 2 more from the curse.
2 more what now?
Any attack. I'll place it. I get a bonus to the damage rolls against my cursed target, equal to my proficiency bonus, so an extra 2. And it's technically a crit.
That is
On
a
the
crit, so double that. That's
19.
22.
So
That's 22 damage. Nice. For that. Damn. And then what was it? You gain a bonus to damage rolls against the cursed target. What kind of bonus to the damage rolls? Equal
my
to your
proficiency.
So what is that? 2?
2.
So 2 more damage?
Yep.
Gotcha. This
And
thing's
then
looking a little worn tore.
Then I would like to say, as a free action speech, Huzzah! Die, fiend! Enter.
It heard you. It heard you. But it's just real scared. They don't know what to do. Alright. Rogar. What you gonna do to this thing?
Hit it.
Nice.
Miss it.
Yeah.
Pop it, twist it.
It's like trying to shift around you, and in doing so, you just barely swing under its salty armpit.
That's it.
All right. Missed.
All right, I'm gonna run over here. And I'm going to use the help action towards Rogar so he can have advantage. And we'll do it by distracting him, the monster, by just throwing ball bearings at him, aiming for his eyeballs.
You keeping count of all these ball bearings?
I am keeping count, so I just threw one more, so I got 97 left.
Okay.
So.
Aha! Fuck race! Aha!
Yep, pretty much, yeah, so.
All right.
I mean, I'm only up here so you get sneak attack damage. Why are you using the help action?
Give you an advantage.
I'm trying something new.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. Shambling Mound. Not liking this situation is going to try to run farther away from you, getting an opportunity attack. Up on this dais here. Just this gross little goopiness.
I don't think it can move that way. Since it's frightened, it can't move closer to me.
Oh, so it can. Yeah, you're right.
Pinned in there.
That's why I didn't do that earlier. It's not because I forgot. It's because I got a headache.
Yeah, he just kind of stuck for now.
He's stuck. So, but he can use an action to re-roll the wisdom save, right?
Yeah, it turns into a wisdom check at that point. So it is, if it has any saving throw bonuses, he doesn't get those.
No, it only has, I think it only has, it doesn't say if he's got any bonuses to saving throws on the character sheet.
You would see it. It has a different section that has bigger numbers. Yeah.
No.
You can use his action to reroll.
Six, no good. He is still scared. And he is still trying to find some way to get out of this hole. That's his turn. Back up to you, Jason. You guys got this thing in a tight spot. You've learned from your mistakes.
I'm gonna jump back up there and do it again.
Go. Ooh. This time, you go to stab into it, and it wraps around your spear. Doesn't take it from you, but with the critical one, you might have to tug it out of his hands to use it. You try to do an unarmed strike, and it doesn't make purchase, take purchase, whatever the phrase is.
Awesome. Then I guess I'm here until I can pull it out.
All right. Grim.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast!
Hey,
Another critical!
another crit.
Boosh! That there would be 14
Plus the 2 from the curse.
plus 2? This thing is starting to look hurt. Between Rogar's fear and all you guys getting it cornered up, it's not able to defend itself too well. This dumb monster. And that's anything else?
That's it.
Cool. Rogar. 21. 9. Bludgeoning damage. You are taking chunks out of this guy. You're seeing some of this swamp mess fall off of him and float in the murky water around you. But it is still crying and trying to do things. Is that in your turn?
Did for me.
Go on, miss. Tell him what time it is.
All right. Well, seeing that Rogar was obviously irritated that I helped him, I will jump back here, jump back up here.
Our boys got back over here on the dais.
I'm gonna go shrimping in these waters right here. I will use my bow and I shall attack.
Alright.
Come on, son of a bitch!
You're all daggers. It's hard. You haven't practiced with a bow in a number of weeks, apparently, and it's just you're not used to fighting goop. It's just you just keep barely missing every time. It's really frustrating.
I got the Rogar curse.
Is that in your turn?
That ends my turn.
All right. Line of sight. It has disadvantage on all attacks. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, he's still. He's gonna try again at disadvantage. He's gonna try to get one of you. He's gonna go for Rogar. He's the one putting all his fear into him. No.
Oh.
Not at all. Not with a critical one. And I'll just say with that critical one, he loses his second attack. He goes to slam and then just kind of like what you perceive to be his face just like falls into the water. And he starts shaking off, discombobulated. That's the end of his turn. Jason. I'll say you don't have to like spend an action to get your spear out. You could just make a strength check, a free like quick strength check if you'd like.
I was going to use it as some leverage and just
Ooh, okay.
drive some kicks into him.
Ooh, nice. Even better. Stanky. 9.
With filling that did so good, I'm going to spend my last key point and do Flurry of Blows and get a couple more in.
Yeah, pop. Very good. Definitely 22. Uh-huh. One dang, dude. You ain't never seen a pile of swamp look so unhelved. Still up.
That'll be it for you. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay right there.
And you got your spear back now. No worries there. Good rounds. Grim, you see this pile of mess just getting shredded. It's looking real thin, but it's still alive.
I'm gonna think to myself, you're on Rogar's world now, shambling mound, or whatever you are. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Oh my god!
And another crit!
2 crit 20s. That's sexy.
Wish you guys would say some good rolls for us.
That is the exact amount of HP that this thing had left. So describe to the world what it looks like when you destroy this shambling mound of refuse.
I leap off into the water, do a twirl of my rapier, and blast forward, with no regard of how I land on the water.
I'll say because you rolled 2 natural 20s, I will let that second natural 20 go into an athletics check, and you
All right.
land so smooth in the water. It is beautiful. And as your Eldritch Blast hits this shambling mound, it just explodes into piles of swamp and twigs
Question.
and grass. And yes,
Does that cover Rogar and Jason? Are they covered in swamp mess?
they got a little bit of swamp mess on them.
Okay.
It's like it's like when you're weed eating and you get all the crap on your
Yeah.
jeans. It's
Yeah.
like that. They got all that on them.
I
of
stained
wet
my
grass.
socks.
Yeah.
Those will never come out. They're green now.
All right.
These are my mowing
Well.
socks.
Cool. Well.
Are these fucking shadows still around here?
Hold on, let me get this guy out of here. He's dead. We are no longer in the combat. So, now it's just a quiet room. Get all this off my screen. Too many things on my screen right now. It appears maybe you have destroyed some sort of a monster in the basement? I mean, there were a lot of them down here, but this was a big one.
I don't.
No more chanting. The apparitions are gone. Back to being silent.
I don't mean to point anything out, but those shadows were way gnarlier than this swamp beast.
Yeah.
Is this the monster we were seeking, or
I mean, we
is
could
there something else?
ask the children.
They didn't seem to know what was underneath here. Had no knowledge of this dungeon.
Mist, are you okay? Were you being attacked by a witch?
No, you see, they wanted one of us to die, so I was pretending to die, so maybe they would leave us alone.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, what now? Do we leave? Did we win? Are we victorious?
I, I think we leave. As we can look through this room to see if there's anything, just in case. Start looking around the room, see if there's like anything of importance, ritual stuff, blah blah blah.
You take a little while to walk around. Oh, I forgot to do something, but it don't matter. There was a chant I forgot to chant. It's okay.
How
Let's hear it.
dare you?
Yeah, there's nothing much more in this room. Just empty, murky water. The shambling mound doesn't have anything of value inside of its remains if you look at it. What you can tell down here, it seems like that was the problem. The shambling mound.
I would like to get the hell out of here. Find a place to sleep for the night. And then we can
Yes.
bury the children in the morning, or we can do it down here, even though this is their crypt.
You
No,
all would
no.
recall you did see some graves. You didn't look at them, but you did see some graves down here.
Yeah, I think the children would be like to be buried the graves that we passed on the way in. What time of day is it now? Is it like noon, evening,
Probably about
afternoon?
noon, early afternoon. You did take another short rest in the middle of all that.
I suggest we go to back to the main floor where there was a kitchen and make some lunch. Cash in on some of our victory spoils.
So the plan is to head back up to the top floor of the dungeon.
Yeah, I guess we got to go
If-
all the way up to the attic and then
I mean,
all the...
if we're already here, let's set the children at peace.
Yes, we can leave them in the crypt on the way out. The one we passed.
We go back to
So-
those crypts, is what it sounds
To
like.
the crypt.
Okay. Let me get you all back to that area. Sure, we can expedite this. You all take care to go back exactly the way that you went the first time. I assume. You're not
Mhm.
looking for anything new on the way to these crypts?
No.
So you avoid the mimic, you avoid tangoing with the shadows.
The notion does cross my mind of taking that orb, but it's just an idea. Just a thought.
Let me get those. Alright, so you're back into these crypts. You look into. So if you're going in order, so you go to the left first, and in. Yeah, that was actually. I didn't mean for that to be the first one, but these are labeled actually. This one here is labeled. Uh, what's her freaking name?
Rosaline?
Rosavalda.
Rosavalda.
Rosavalda Durst. And the one below it right here is Thornbolt Durst. So it appears that on the very first try you found the crypts intended for the children.
Okay. Yeah, what? How do I separate mixed bones?
So the the
I
remains the remains were still in their clothes. So I mean they may have fallen apart a little bit, but they're
Okay.
also sort of wrapped up.
I'm just going to separate into two different skeletons. I'm going to try to get the children back, and I'll just have them help me arrange them if any got mixed up.
Incredibly demented, but it can be done.
I will assist him with that.
16
In this-
persuasion.
And
Wait,
this nice
Wait, I don't think it would be persuasion to persuade the bones to roll together.
No, I'm persuading the
ghosts.
children, the ghost children, to aid
so
me.
you bring the remains out and you ask the kids for aid and they apparate and they help you figure out which of their bones these little kids
So messed up.
Well, that's my dress, so I think that's all me. I'm bigger than Thorn, so that's probably my foot. And eventually you figure it out.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I
So,
kind of once we get the messy bits done, I take the time to carefully kind of organize and place them in the
okay,
respective coffins.
very good. Anybody else doing anything as Grim is preparing the remains of the children?
No.
Just waiting in the hallway.
All right. Well, you place the remains in their respective tombs, and they're just back there watching you with gratitude and smiles on their face. Um, you place Thorn into his little tomb in turn, and smiling, he vanishes. And Thorn or Rose notices, and as you go to put her remains in her tomb, she smiles and says, "Thank you so much."
Oh, you're very much welcome.
You put her in, she disappears. Seems as though you have laid their spirits to rest.
Ah, yes. Now, about that victory lunch.
All right. So you all make your way back through up in here to the stairs, and you are not exploring the rest of the death dungeon.
Not yet.
Mm-hmm. All right. One by one, you go up the stairs. Oh, we only took one break. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't realize what time it was.
Just needed one. Get our hot teas and coffees.
Hmm. All right. Are you back on the regular floor now of the death house?
Mm-hmm.
You can
Yep,
all place yourselves the way that you would have been. Not much has changed. Rogar, you need to be down here. Oh crap! I think I overlapped you. It's all right.
I think we're going to wherever that kitchen was. Is that on the first floor?
Point
Mm-hmm.
of as you guys come up these stairs, it looks different. Everything in the house now looks a lot more decayed and disheveled. All the windows are bricked up. All the doors are gone, replaced with slashing scythe blades. Seems like this house don't want you to leave. And as you're looking around your surroundings, trying to figure out what the next step is, I think that would be a good place to end today's episode.
No victory
Yes.
lunch for us.
no victory lunch.
Next time on Outsiders Arcana, Escape from Death House. Something like that. I don't know.
I hope this turns
Oh.
into Scooby Doo and there's like a slide or a fireman's pole.
You're on the home stretch. You're almost out.
Man, those
Just
shadows.
Just have to go through a bunch of scythe doors through four layers of house. We got it.
Mm-hmm. And maybe other things.
Let's see.
I'm gonna find out how to get on the roof, and I'm gonna aim for the bushes.
Yeah, there was a balcony, and yeah, that sounded really good. Or we could just slide down the chimney. I mean, they're all interconnected.
I mean, we do have rope. We go out. We gotta go through one scythe door, get to this balcony over here, and just rope on down.
I like the scale the outside of the building.
We'll see how these ideas work out for you. Could be good, could be bad. That's the
Ugh.
chance.
Well, good game, everybody. We kicked that shambling mound's butt.
Good job.
You did, and you went like almost all the bad ways. There was a couple of other bad ways, but there was also a lot of stuff that just didn't do anything. And you didn't go those ways.
That sounds right.
Not how we roll.
After you get out of this house, you'll be level 3, but you still got a little bit more to go.
Oh, cool.
So we'll start. I believe next Sunday is good for everyone still. I don't think I've got any conflicts.
I think I'm good.
January 23rd at 11 a.m. ish.
Good.
We will get our protagonists out of this death house.
Cool.
Until next time, internet, like and subscribe and keep updated, because it's all uphill from here.
Look and describe. If
Bye.
you sponsor